back to the pile.
Well,
Yeah,
technically, we don't. I don't have 100,000 gold right now.
Well, why the fuck not?
Yeah, what happened?
I only have like 300 gold.
Did you lose it?
You
Well,
went
we haven't
gambling,
got
didn't
the
you?
dim spire. What if
You
we get
left
the
it in
dim
the back
spire
of the
and Josh
taxi.
says, actually, you guys don't get any money.
You change everything back over to right now.
I mean, at least mine's pretty quick. Most minor effects I have to.
So many versions of this weapon I would have to change.
But Josh, manually
Yeah,
health.
Josh rug pulled us and was like, "You didn't actually get to buy anything. That was the greatest prank." Real delayed.
We might have a combat. We might be fighting before we get to go to the shop, so I haven't put anything on my sheet.
I only have one item that I'd have to unequip to fix anything, so I'm fine.
Constitution book, Josh. How much we talking?
100,000.
Exactly 100,000.
Exactly 100,000.
Nice.
Can you do it for 99,500?
Roll me a persuasion. DC 28. You have to roll it.
Do it for.
Yay.
Would you do it for my body?
I'll do it for a Scooby Snack.
DC 28, huh? And surely it succeeds on a natural 20, even if that doesn't equal 28, right?
I was gonna say, if you can roll that 20 right now.
To save 500 gold.
Hey, there's a boy.
No, that's like not even 1% of the price.
Already begging for stat books at level 10. Hell.
Well, I would
It
spend
gives a
100,000 gold on a cool sword, but I don't use weapons. So,
I mean,
of course, everyone else is like, "Give me a cool sword that has magic on it," and I'm like, "Well, I don't do swords."
You get the gauntlets of soul stealing.
What?
Oh,
Fists of
yeah.
soul stealing.
starting to
Become
get-
Suho.
Motherfucker, you. Yes, the secrets I've already begun as the stream has
I
started.
still think Fen would consider wearing gauntlets as weapons. I don't know.
I mean, it's just a
You
glove.
considered tattoos as
Wait, but you're
Yeah.
buying hand wraps and that's fine?
That's just cloth, bro.
They literally, but
So
they
it's the glove.
literally directly
literally
impact how
cloth.
good you are.
It's
But
literally
they're magic.
cloth.
They're enhanced.
But
You're
they don't-
using the magic to enhance
But they
it.
don't give me
Weakling.
like a dice of damage.
They're enhancing you. Aren't you good enough without anything?
They don't give me a dice of damage, so it's different.
+3 is pretty big.
You know what else is pretty big?
My dick!
My mom. Oh.
Oh, the boy enters.
Yeah, Annette.
Got him.
Yeah, Annette, your dick.
Your dick.
All right.
And that'd be like,
If no
"Oh,
one
you
else
should-"
is gonna, if no one else
Think of
is
a deal.
choosing it for their bastion piece for our house, I'll take a workshop.
Alright, man.
Are we actually buying? Where's the money for the bastion? Is it coming out of the 4,000 that we just got?
Bastion facilities don't have a fucking price, dude.
You
Oh.
just get them for free,
Time-based.
but the
They just
room
appear.
costs.
Essentially,
list?
essentially, it's implied that every single little industry you're running is like self-sustaining if you have any employees. And you're basically just taking a little bit off the top.
This is why we shouldn't have let those dwarves go free.
Isn't the bastion gonna go to shit because we don't like?
We don't
Is it
go
a-
here ever.
What do you mean?
Well,
I'm putting
we
a
might come
self-mutation
back.
circle in.
Yeah, bro's gonna get TP circle. Surely.
Sure.
We should spend our 100,000 to spend 1 year making a permanent teleportation circle here.
Well, no, the teleportation circle from the bastion is permanent.
Oh, you don't have to spend a year?
It's just installed. I'm just ordering it off of Etsy. I'm like, yeah, can I get a teleportation circle?
You're
What
cutting
level-
out a, like,
what level
a
bastion do we
pre-made
have?
teleportation circle.
We're level
You
10.
like
The level is our
Level
level.
10.
Okay. Sorry, I've never used these rules. My apologies.
They're
Yeah,
all
I know.
kind of new.
It's weird. I'm not really surprised you don't
But-
understand it.
But because we're sharing an estate, you don't get to have like four separate facilities or whatever it would normally give you. We get one.
Are they
each.
done? It's in the Dungeon Master's book?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take a
Um,
work.
Trying to find the fucking bastion section.
Just
It's
Google
the-
that. Just search
literally
Bastion
at the
on.
end. It's
I
chapter
know.
8
Search
of the DMG.
Bastion. I don't fucking have the DMG.
You don't have
You
D&D?
do. You're in Josh's
don't
thing.
have
You're in
D&D.
Josh's
Stupid
game. You
slut.
have everything.
Wait, if I get the workshop, I can order them to make me Dusts of Dryness.
Oh
It
no!
comes installed
Yeah,
on your
that's why I'm getting
Xbox.
a workshop.
Everybody has Uno, dumbass.
I think you can also get them to make unspelled weapons. So GG.
Yeah,
Fuck. Ow, shit.
get him, Saki. Get him,
I'm being attacked.
Saki.
Saki,
My boy.
Saki heard me call someone a slut and he thought it was him. He's offended.
The workshop specifically
Yeah.
makes items from the implements table.
The only cost is the space, and we got a mansion for free.
Yeah.
That's all making a casino, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I
If
mean,
we could.
honestly, teleportation
6
to a
casinos.
casino. Let's all
Everyone.
go to the casino.
6 gambling halls.
And you just have the sending room, and all it does is like every few minutes it sends a message to directly to your brain that says, "Let's go to the casino."
Let's go gambling. Ah, dang
Like,
it.
yes, it's like an auto caller. It calls everybody in the city with sending, saying,
Yeah,
"Go to the
yeah.
casino."
when you buy something online and they sell your details to the casino, so you never stop getting sending messages all day.
You didn't
Horrible.
read the fine print, you stupid
Josh.
peasant.
How much goes for an auto dialer that does sending messages?
Let's go to the casino.
Let's go to the casino.
I will get a gun and shoot that thing myself. I've been
I'm
auto
getting a
dialed
sending
so many
message.
times by those things. I will
Every
punish
day.
it myself.
Every day, multiple times a day, including at like 2 in the morning, you get a sending. Go to the casino.
Let's go gambling.
It only stops if you visit the casino that day and you gamble at least 100 gold. And then it's sated for a day.
No, see what I gotta do is I just go start meeting everyone in Dimspire, and then every night I can use sending to send everyone into people's dreams to convince them to go to the casino.
Yeah, you do a dream and like
Oh my
you show
God.
them winning at the casino to
Yeah.
make them want to go. You do it
How
only
much
to the
money you
rich.
won?
You get a dream that you win the jackpot.
The roulette always lands on 11. Bet your entire life savings.
But only on this exact specific day at this hour. You
This
need
is
to
a
spend
command
exactly
from your
50
god,
gold.
Tyr.
Go spend all your money.
All right.
Let's
He
go
started
to
the intro
casino.
Study true.
My son, go to the casino.
My boy.
My child
Yeah,
will
the
gamble
voice of-
their life savings.
Hearing the voice of Iron Stride. Go to the casino.
You must.
Bet it all on black.
The slot machine beckons.
Free the slot machine.
It is a warforged that can only be liberated by hitting the 777.
Yes, my lord.
My will be done. Cross steal at the casino for a week straight. B Street, I need more of your platinum tree. What's it for? The casino.
Oh dang it.
Oh,
Oh
dang it.
dang it.
Ah, yes, I have 3 million spells.
Walk into Dimspire, Socket immediately gets out of the car and walks away.
I gotta go.
Smell you later.
Mill you later. Fucking losers, I gotta go to the casino.
Comes back, not wearing a single thing, not even lava lashes.
I have one.
What happened to your armor? I lost.
That Gucci Prada bag was what I was going.
Socket would serve with a Gucci Prada crossover bag, if such a thing were to exist.
Gucci Prada bag of holding.
Even better.
Ucha Prada.
Yeah, what's the like designer version of a bag of holding? Because we've got the traveler's version. If we assume it's like clothing standards, the bag of holding is standard. Then the handy haversack is the traveler's version. What's the fine version of a bag of holding?
That's a good question.
Pocket spa.
Socket spa.
But you said pocket
Oh,
spa,
gee.
so it's like
I did say pocket spa.
Big B's handbag of style.
Big B's.
Big B's big bag.
Biggest of bags.
The fanny pack of holding.
So, question about these Bastion things. How required are these prerequisites?
For the building
Excuse?
space. I mean, they're
Requisite.
kind of there for a reason.
Well, okay. Well, say someone was not technically able to use a holy symbol, but was a subclass focused around revering a deity. Could I perhaps build a sacristy? Because I think that would be the most socket yeah, the training hall, yeah, training area, sure, but a room that just has like a magma fountain that I can come and kneel in for long periods of time. I feel like
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stop you. It's your choice of build.
because it does have the prerequisite, the ability to use a holy symbol or druidic focus, which I'm not able to do. That's why I'm asking how requisite the prerequisites are.
I would still,
Okay, then that's my pick.
yeah.
Mini lava temple in the bastion.
Lava temple. Search.
I can link it to you if you, or I did link it to you in your DM.
How are they going to get the lava in there?
Well,
I'll bring it. Don't worry about it.
Magic.
Theater at a bastion is just not fucking worth it.
If the magma's hot enough, it keeps itself hot.
I don't know if that's how it
Huh?
works.
What?
Bro, having a theater in your bastion, you need to perform 3 weeks of work to get a D8 of inspiration dice.
Yeah.
Only
It's definitely
if you
the-
succeed the performance checks.
It's really much of a downtime thing.
It's fucking
Why is the pub
useless.
13th level? You can't drink before
Have,
13th level.
have you looked at what the pub does?
It's got the magic drinks, but they're
Yeah,
only
that's
24
the reason.
hours.
Yeah, but it's like you also have to keep in mind, you could get that magic drink and you could, get in a go.
Does the pub have to go cups? I don't see that in the text.
I don't see why not. It doesn't say it expires.
I guess.
Like those buffs are pretty good. Getting free spider climb for 24 hours is pretty awesome.
That is true.
And it's Wizards of the Coast. They can't give you something like that early on, otherwise you might have more fun. They can't have that.
Going to-
It does at the end of the drink section say a pint of this magical beverage loses its magic after 24 hours after it's poured.
Well, then I just take the keg with me. Checkmate.
You can do that.
Why not?
Because it's not magic until it's poured.
There's no magic until my bar.
The spout is actually the only part that matters, and that part's nailed down.
The spout is tightly controlled by the guy you hire to run the pub. You try to take it, he calls the union on you, and they arrest you.
They ban your pub.
That's it. I'm getting a gaming hall.
Nice.
Go to the casino.
Let's go casino.
Let's go gambling.
Go to the casino.
Josh, did you see my message?
Let me double check out the message.
in the Rock-20.
Wembley's asking if there can be a nursery for all his kids.
No.
Those kids go in the basement.
Wembley's asking for a custom thing called a strip club.
I'll take a workshop, and the first
That's
thing
like-
I'll do is get the workshop to craft rings of swimming for everyone because they're not attunement.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
everyone can have the swim speed.
The 6 rings of swimming forged in the casino at Dim Spire.
Make sure it
Eventually,
matches
he
my
doesn't
ring
need
of
one.
resistance.
The 5 rings of swimming forged.
Alright, the ring of swimming for you will be another starship.
Also, yes, Wembley, that
Excellent.
is accurate.
Oop. And this is like money that doesn't exist yet that Dimspire owes us.
Effectively, they would be paying for all of this. Yeah.
I guessing that we're probably going to be given some special thing. It's like the city owes this much money to these people.
Yeah, I want to put it in my
Send your
note.
bills to the state.
That would be hilarious.
I'll buy another ring of resistance now that I have enough money for it after splitting the gold.
After splitting the gold, I have more money to spend, and now I need to find something else to spend money on.
What other
Oh
ring of
no, what a
resistance should I
terrible
get?
thing.
I have cold, fire, and necrotic. What other one should
Spends
I get?
100k, builds a temple at home.
Alright. The ring of swimming thing is funny, but for the facility comes with 3 hirelings. So who
Poison is probably the
actually-
next best.
No, Josh.
Mine only requires 1 hireling.
Yeah.
Reliquaries, or sacristy is 1
Yeah.
hireling.
ETA on how long the frying pan will take.
You guys will effectively, especially with that, have like a month of downtime for all the things that people are going to be waiting for.
Oh, I don't think we should wait, but we'll come back and pick it up later, right?
Yeah, I don't really know if. I mean, okay, would we like to do that? Do those sendings to see if Wembley's children are also being held hostage and tortured?
Yeah, let
Josh do it.
Let's do that after we drop everything off, yeah.
Well, because we would have technically done it earlier, and it might
Also,
change
what's
our
good, long
urgency
babe?
level.
What's up?
If it's like after we do all this and we've waited for a month, it's like, yeah, by the way, I'm being tortured. They're ripping out my fingernails.
Ah!
I'm really suffering over here. Gotta go fast.
Yeah, we get everything set up. Maybe wait
Really
like
with-
1 week for if there's anything that we can get back quickly.
Oh, that's a good ring to get. I didn't even think of that one. Poison resistance. Yeah, let me get that
Yeah,
one.
poison.
So I was surely I'm not thinking of one of them. Yeah, poison. Give me a poison ring.
Classic poison.
Poison ring.
Oh, guys, we should all buy brooms with flying. That's what it is.
Of course.
My headband already lets me fly. I can fly at 60 feet. And that's just always on.
You float menacingly like Omni-Man.
I can't float, so that means that I have to constantly fly in a direction like I'm a bird. They've been pretty specific recently about being able to hover, so I would assume that it is not included.
Yeah.
I think this game has had the most amount of shit I've had to open and double check that I have all correct before moving forward.
Although, actually, I'm curious. Did I import this old fly? Because does the fly spell not include the ability to hover? This might just be old fly, and I noticed there's almost no difference, so I didn't care. Yeah, new fly even specifies you can hover.
Oh.
I might as well go look at the actual rules for flying that they have for the DMG, so I can have them.
Magical flying wouldn't be able to be knocked prone and all that.
Yeah, I know, but I want to see the difference between hovering and non-hovering and all that. Okay, well, like, I guess you can be uncooperative if you want, game. It's fine.
Piece of shit.
Game will destroy you from the inside out.
Do you have a decanter of endless water yet?
We do, we have one.
Okay.
I am carrying it. If you want to hold it, you may. I just put it into my bag so that it was somewhere. Because it was just sitting in the group stash, forgotten and sad.
Just loose in there.
Yeah. That is the most useless set of entries I've ever seen. I've tried to find like any like ruling on like the idea of hovering, and I look in the player's handbook for 2024, and it's like it just self-directs around in a circle.
Yeah.
Not talking about anything.
So, snappy fast recap. The party was traveling after burying good old sport. Passing by Clear Breach as it was still recovering, many tradesmen coming and arriving with many materials to help build up the city once more. It was during the journeys that much of the weather had started to go a little southward. Raining melted crystals effectively started spiking down from the sky as it was a race to get to cover, as well as getting blasted by effectively fire geysers and a few things here and there, but we're still able to maintain control of the vehicle. As well as the wonderful traveling that's going on, trying to sell some various curious trinkets, buying a few things here and there. The wonderful tiefling man has he managed to offload a couple things, but was heading back towards Swamp Drift and Bayshire. In the midst of this travel, that Esselier had started reaching out to a couple other dreams, trying to find the few other folks that they had started to recognize in some of their memories. It was through these that one of the darker-haired individuals that was seemingly faceless that had shown up within these dreams, his sister as well, and the family is still relevant. Having a moment to speak with them back at a tavern from memory. But the moment they had decided to depart from this dream and change it back to something more relaxed, the Pale Knight had decided, no, not yet, and decidedly pulled others that were nearby forcibly into the dream for her amusement. In the midst of this curious dream state, this nightmare that had continued on, combat had begun with what seemed to be a boneyard with various polished pieces. Someone screeching out that they are the king and most loved by her and her favorite, and bringing cacophonous amounts of undead before the party was also beset by what seemed like demonic centaurs riding in from the abyss. In this cacophonous combat, they improved themselves very well, and were able to finally escape that dream. It would be at this point in the midst of the night where people who are fully asleep will be rattled awake, others who were not supposed to be able to be asleep wake from an unconscious state that had washed over them. As Wembley, you stand on watch while it was their time, and with some concern realized that other people were fully knocked out when they don't usually pass out. Vasilier and Saka especially seeming to be fully unconscious, as no one else was responding for the time as you were trying to wake them up. We come to the early morning, still partial night, as you are seeing them slowly rouse from their sleep and what they had just experienced.
Hey, are you alright? What happened?
Yes,
that-
Osilier, what happened?
Saying that to everyone.
Skeletons.
I think what happened is that we need to go to the casino.
Thank you.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bonk Annette on the head and her eyes rotate around and around like
They're
slots.
doing the sevens.
Advertising is everywhere. You now must go to the casino.
Always been a casino construct.
There were a bunch of really big skeletons. Did everyone else see that?
We suffered all the same annoying nightmare.
Do we have the attack marks from the fight, or are we fine?
Oh, you very
Like
clearly have
custom-
the attack marks.
Oh, yeah, okay, I
I'd
got a
like
big
to-
lightning burn.
I'd like to
That
suspicious
was no
one
dream.
more time. Some loser was calling out about someone who loves him in the dream. It was really pathetic. I hear him from beyond the veil crying.
So it's
Oh,
casting
yeah.
sending to scream into your head.
You
should
roasted
go to
that
the
guy.
casino.
That's pretty concerning. You lot fell unconscious. Even those of you that normally don't do that. Couldn't wake any of you.
Did I fall over?
Not at all. You were
Okay.
upright, but your lights and the lights in your eyes effectively snuffed out.
Wembley
Yeah.
looks up like Willem Dafoe as you begin to fall over onto him. Oh, shite!
Why did we all fall asleep? Was it magic?
Well, I was asleep, so I don't think that that's that far from it.
Well, they didn't get me. Which is
Strange.
surprising. Usually I fall asleep quite easily.
Too old for dreams.
It's too
You're
real.
better off.
Does anyone know why? Why? Like, just
I'm pointedly looking at Osilier.
I'm also
Wait,
looking at them.
let me check my notes.
I look at them as well.
Thank you. Thank you, ball man.
Wait a minute. Where'd he come
I
from?
whip around. Ballman's here.
Oh man,
I grab him. I seize him.
Ah!
he's not allowed to get away from us again.
You always
This
off
never
camera.
happened when Bull.
Thankfully, I
Oh,
bought
man,
the
it's on
dimensional
that
shackles.
Oh, fuck.
Chain
Oh yeah,
bomb into
I
the
just
radiator.
remembered by looking at my notes. There was a lady there asking if we wanted powers.
You were asleep writing in a little notebook.
Well, like while you were asleep,
It's
you were
his dream
sleep
journal.
writing in the book.
Of course.
It was like a woman.
I know about as much as all of you.
Anyway, my mom wants me to help her with something. I'll be right back.
What?
Huh?
Oh, that's
Ben's mother's
great.
here.
Ben!
T-poses and phases through the roof. Like,
Merges with a tree and he's just not seen.
No, he pulls out his fizz gun, activates a no clip, and flies off into the distance.
Light
Back, we're like, what did your mom want? She wanted me to go to the casino.
Let's go gambling.
Ben, you're too young for the casino.
Let's go to the casino.
As a tabaxi, I need to learn a special skill unlike all of my family, so I've decided to go to the casino.
Oh.
I've developed this skill called gambling addiction. No one else in my family has it. I'm quite
The
proud of
alcoholic
me.
father achieves his paycheck for the month. Let's go to the casino.
I like to think it's that little orb from Sonic Adventures following
Well, I mean,
her
that is the
around.
entire reference.
Yeah.
It's the voice in Sonic's head, reminding him to gamble.
You should beat up Amy and then go to the casino.
Well, no, you do that afterwards, after you've lost all your money and you're angry.
Yeah, but you gotta do it first for good luck, and then when you lose all your money, you do it again because you're angry.
Quite
But then when
so.
you win and you actually make a lot of money, you beat her up again because you're celebrating.
Nothing has happened since you were gone.
Anyways,
Yes.
if you had to guess, they knew you.
Yeah, as
Powers
I
over the
said,
mind seems familiar.
that was my patron.
I'm
As
going to
I-
assume not like patron at a diner.
No, no. As stated, I can't see you if I was to look with magic for your location.
Which means that that's the Pale Knight. Probably.
As far as I
Why
can
are
tell,
you working for her?
So we just met an ancient demon?
that is a great
Hypothetically.
question, Socket. I too would like to really know the answer. But based on what we learned from Judith a while back, and the fact that Vina has deals with her, I was probably made to serve her.
Were you ever planning to tell us? That you
Well,
literally
I
served the
found out a few
things?
days ago.
To be fair, we
Oh.
just asked and they answered. It's not like they're lying. Just didn't come up.
Well, then, they have the same patron as the person we're going to go confront.
Yeah, when I found this out, I I can cast a spell that lets me commune with my patron. I learned how to do this a few days ago, which is how I found out who my patron was. And one of the things I asked was how they felt about me going off to kill their other subjects, like I had already been doing. And they didn't seem to care, so I didn't think it was worth mentioning.
So you just believe the ancient demons being truthful?
Well, I feel like if I am meant, if I'm meant to be doing what she wants, and she didn't tell me not to kill Vina, I can kill Vina.
Have they told you anything to do? Given you any orders?
Not really. They just seem to be entertained. This
Pale Knight works in mysterious ways.
whole dream thing feels to me more like they got bored.
So is that going to be every other night now?
Well, it only happened after I accidentally ended up in uh, a net stream by my own power. So I'll I'm going to try to avoid hopping into anyone else's dreams for the time being.
Probably smart.
Not sure why you're jumping into other people's dreams in the first place, you little home invader.
Well, it was an accident. I was trying to go for someone I didn't know really well, and I guess the spell didn't like that. Must have just been a case of Getting the target wrong. My own fault, I'm sure.
Speaking of fault, Annette, what did they give you?
Good point. I wasn't even sure if that was real. It felt like a fever dream.
Did they just tell you something?
I rummaged through my bag. Eh. Let's see. Pajamas, painting, potion, necklace worth 800 gold, teacup. You're like, do you mean teacup?
What? I can't see it.
Just go through my bag.
Okay, we'll look around and see if anyone still is finishing their breakfast, and we'll go start the car.
Ooh, my boots.
If it helps ease your conscience any, I pretty much got confirmation that as soon as we put the two souls that are me in half, my deal with her should be broken.
What, do we need to do a magic trick? Put you in a little box, saw you in half?
Well, you know, the whole reason we got the soul stitcher and
What now?
the soul stitcher from that devil.
I'll be honest, I forgot.
The Bone Devil in Venus' basement.
Remember when I went to hell?
Yes, I remember that. Wembley, you took a
Actually,
child
no.
to hell, you terribly irresponsible man.
I jumped in to save Wembley. That was on me.
Right, well,
And I appreciate it.
Judith had turned me into a zombie amalgamation of people,
I got better.
and if I get split apart again, I should be back to normal. No,
Or only
no,
one of
no
you has the
more, no more
contract.
patron. Fun?
Or only one of you has the contract.
Well, apparently, this version of me has the contract, and this I won't exist after you split me apart.
Does that worry you at all?
Okay, you said that.
Which one you are? If any? I mean, you might just be the coagulated mass of two consciousnesses. You might not have never been.
You don't
I am
exist.
a creation of some foul magical process. If there wasn't a way to fix me, I would probably just destroy myself.
Whoa,
It's
who cracked that cold one?
If that actually
Socket
came
was sitting in
through.
the driver's seat.
That was crunchy. He snapped open a piston to check it.
Starts drinking the fire lentil that's inside. Ah!
Zippy?
Sorry, don't drink the engine. Sorry, continue.
The ruby is hungry.
Hmm.
it's only right that I should cease to exist. I just want to
Wow.
make sure that the people who made me get what's coming to them first.
Positive thinker, aren't you?
Why don't you want to exist?
I'm an abomination. Fusion of souls like me shouldn't have ever been made.
So are you gonna become 2 people?
Well, presumably. Uh,
2
I
alive
don't
people?
know.
That is a good question, Van, because if it was essentially 2 souls stitched into a single body, it wouldn't theoretically generate 2 bodies. Both of the souls might reject this very same body.
I guess that's something we're just gonna have to find out.
I suppose we will. Anyways, Anna, they didn't really give you anything?
I vaguely recall something about getting what I want.
Okay.
Which, dream. Think a wacky thing because haha funny. None of it matters.
What do you mean none of it matters? I have a lightning burn from that weird centaur dragon.
Yeah, you think I thought it was a real event?
I noticed it was real within about 3 seconds.
Okay. Smart guy. Wiser dream hooligan.
Anyways, let's go get in the car.
Do we feel rested?
You still feel rested. Curiously enough. A slight pause for concern on
Burned but rested.
Spurned.
Alright, probably gives everybody a bit of dream therapy. You get 13 temp HP.
Oh yeah. Passes out biscuits. Also,
Well, you should become a bard and learn the musician feat to give everybody heroic inspiration every day.
No,
It's
I'm
free.
learning to do that. Fuck you.
I'm learning the musician.
I'm the musician.
Well, I don't know how to play any instruments.
That's right. Stay in
And
your
we're
lane.
all getting in the car.
Yes.
That's it. Back to Winnipeg.
Who would like to give me a do under
Don't
cold
make
weather?
me turn this around. Me! Ooh, me!
I
I'm
was
skipping
literally
Rosie.
about to say we start by skipping Rosie and going to
Oh,
Nate.
We always
shit!
skip Rosie.
That's good. That's the best
Nate loves
one.
going first.
Is that we find 200,000 gold in the road?
Oh my god!
Wow.
It was worth skipping, Rosie.
A diamond block.
Like a Minecraft diamond block.
A
Yep.
chest full of diamond blocks.
Flint and steel. Diamond
Fucking
block.
Jack Black.
Oh, I love this.
A Tarrasque spawns.
Well,
Sentence you to Minecraft
80 to
movie.
90 has been like Firestorm, so surely one is like Diamond Rain.
It cuts
That
through
would be
the
bad,
cart
actually.
like jelly.
It's great if you survive.
If
Yeah.
you survive.
So,
So everyone's
is
seen
also Fire
Adventure Time,
Tornado.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Is
Somewhat.
he gonna be fucking raining swords?
As you look out, you do see a ripple from Dimspire as the magic of the area seems to coagulate in a strange way.
well,
I don't like this.
That's bad.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited.
You see swords and daggers falling from the sky made of magical energy.
Yes.
magic.
As it is now
Hell yeah.
swiftly
Oh.
encroaching on your location.
I drive boldly through the storm of swords.
I need you to roll a vehicles as a DC-20. Oh,
Can I get advantage because I have probably weapon mastery over the swords that are falling?
What?
Okay.
That way?
Land
Agreed.
vehicles. 14. I rolled a 5.
Verde.
Alrighty,
He gets to add his AC to the roll, right?
it's crashing time, baby.
Oh, I get to add the car's AC.
You should use your once per session.
Hey, oh, yeah, wait.
Shopping didn't matter because we never made it to Dimspire.
Yeah,
We
let's
all
see if
died.
I can make it to the thing. We need fucking
Please.
11 or better. Once per
Like-
session.
Like 3 seconds before the stone's going
Alright.
around. You just see.
We hit a
Fucking
really
cool.
big bump and we go up on 2 wheels for like a full minute before I get it back down.
Everyone's screaming in panic as you just hear multiple thuds of daggers and swords slamming into the side of the quad wagon. Those who are hanging in the back trolley there, it's even more horrifying as the fucking swords come down, striking into the side.
Got it, handled it. Nobody worry. Stop freaking out.
For those, who would be in the back wagon? Because there's only so many that can fit in the front.
Go, baby.
Yeah, probably would be. I normally hang
Pretty
out
much
back
always
there.
me.
Alright. I need you to make DC 20 dex saves as these things come down and that you are not in cover, as it is an open back.
I would like to propose an idea. I would like to
Roll the dice,
summon
bitch.
my aberration in Slod form, so it has
Human
a
sheep.
and use it as a human shield. Yes.
I'll give you advantage on that.
I would also like to use this exact same idea, but summon the gnome.
Oh,
Like
Well,
both.
no.
Azor's always in
the cab.
front seat.
And that's
Yeah, that is true.
It's basically
I don't think
canon.
advantage
It's
is gonna help.
I'm
Azor
standing there.
Have a
over-
dex save.
I am always
Right.
just standing there over Socket's shoulder. That's true. I'll give somebody else the gnome. I don't need it.
You just summon the aberration and the
Put
first sword
extra
that
gnome
goes
in
through
front
kills him
of
hits you.
Facilier. Alrighty.
My boy's always in the back as well.
Yeah, fastest.
He's very
If Thassus can have
dexterous.
the gnome, I believe in Thassus.
He's very dexterous.
Yeah. No, save that. Woo! I love the gnome noise.
Oh,
What the fuck?
What's the cursed image I just saw?
What the fuck is fading in and out?
the fuck?
Pig.
It's a pig?
Oink.
Oh, he just punched it.
Oh, that thing.
Turn your victim towards the camera to see their face.
There you go, you can see his face. I punched it enough.
That worked.
Oh my fucking god. That is
Me
beautiful.
when I get you.
Alright, some very minor damage for some. Celia, you will only take a special. Well, yeah, the 16 piercing, as others will make their saves and avoid being damaged altogether. As you are quickly rushing your direction towards Dimspire in this situation. Thankfully, you are able to start getting a little bit more out of the sword storm that is raining down. But with that brief bit of panic and a couple of blades still lodged in the vehicle, you see them start to slowly dissipate and return to dust over time. As you quickly see Dimspire approaching in the distance, being only a few hours before you finally arrive, and you see the thrum of magic pulsing within the spire itself, ever more powerful than previously seen.
Does that look different?
Oink.
Debatably, yes.
Alright, sick. I continue driving towards it.
Why is it raining knives? Why
We
would
look back in the mirror. Annette looking good, better than ever.
the fuck did you say to me? Oink.
There's no need for that.
I'll get you.
I'll get you.
I can see what the Pale Knight did for Annette now.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Oh,
In the meantime.
¿Quieres?
So, as you do pull safely into Gimspire, seeing the pulse of magic that has now started to surround the majority of the tower, either protecting it or invoking something around the environment. You do see the familiar guard that has kept watch before. They seem to have some recognition of you and are able to pass you through fairly quickly. You would see, as they do welcome you into the deeper recesses of where Dimspire is separated. Bring your vehicle. You would see Commander Welling, who has been notified of your arrival.
Man with the sick mustache.
I'm glad to see that you're all back.
Yeah, so the swords.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, that was fun.
I pray that you're all right. Surrounding
For the
area.
most part, yes.
The surrounding areas have been fluctuating as we adjust what we've been gifted from you.
Ah.
Oh, you turned all the air to swords. We didn't see that one.
What? What do you mean
Oh,
turn
no.
to swords?
Oh yeah, a bunch of swords launched out of the tower at us.
I apologize greatly for that. I think we'll have to speak with the testing crews and make sure that they are not stepping outside the parameters we gave them before. Either way, bid you welcome, I assume, turning to your estate.
For a
Yeah,
time,
did anyone
yes.
clean it up?
What do you mean? It wasn't that bad.
I thought it was like decrepit. We didn't really look at it.
Every building's decrepit until you live in it.
It was abandoned and unused.
I figured I'd come ahead of time to give a brief forewarning that your neighbor has been copiously busy and noisy as well, so hope that is...
Ah.
It's fine. We already talked to her.
Nice.
What have I missed? Pegoline's close.
What would I miss? You tell me.
You look like a Smiling Friends character.
He really does.
It kind of does, eh?
Oink. Either way, with that, he will turn to one of his captains inside and hold out a hand as the guard steps forward to open up one of the boxes. He will grab out a couple of writs in each of your names. Obviously, we figured that carrying that much money around might break a bone or two. No offense to some, but obviously showing these writs and getting the appropriate signature of cost from each of the locations you visit within the city, they'll be paid accordingly.
That's convenient.
Figured, obviously, having a more dignified line of this, other than just giving a more cumbersome amount of coin would be reasonable.
Also, pulling together that much money is probably a massive ache on your end.
Many hands as well. Please travel to the Upper Spires at your leisure.
There's no coin star machine in the D&D universe.
Shall do some shopping.
I slap the side of the car and pull through the gate, leaning out the one arm out the window, hanging down.
Get that truck beat going on as you park it up.
Wind in the pig's face in the back. I mean, Annette's
Yeah,
face in the back.
does our car have to stay downstairs, or is there like a car elevator?
We should be parked our car at the bottom before.
It has to stay at the bottom.
That's fine.
Park
Also,
it
we do have a-
right.
Is there a car elevator bastion thing?
Hot elevator.
That's what the teleportation circle is for, so we can glitch the car into the house.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you're looking for the...
you're- Well, cannot fit through here. I'll bet.
we have a couple of airship bays, but I doubt that would be permissed to be used.
How much is an airship?
Outside our
Oh.
budget.
I don't know about that.
Would be rather expensive, but if
I mean, you know how rich we are.
that very much do, especially for within the budget that you have in itself. You can see, as I also myself go to look real quick,
Just a small fast one will do.
a small.
And I would like to remind all of you, none of us can drive an airship.
I'd like you to know that crashing is the best way to learn.
How much for an
So
airship
we'll do it.
and a crew?
That would be better.
One of our smaller ones that would only require like about a group of 10 at max. Still a good carrying of cargo, about 400,000 gold.
Then
Okay.
maybe we could just rent one for the one-way ride, and then we could teleport back in some way.
I was just remembering the one we used before. I don't know if we need one.
That's why I said we could get it for the one-way ride if we wanted to be a bit faster. Surely that's cheaper.
I like that idea.
And of course, that's obviously labor and all the parts and everything, but
I mean,
Oh,
wonder,
I don't doubt that's a fair price. It's a complicated piece of machinery.
especially since, well, with so much fire on the lands, it's kind of difficult to keep her aloft.
Oh, you don't have to tell us that twice. We've already been part of an airship crash.
Very sorry to hear that, though.
Well, that wasn't weather related.
Oh yeah, that one was not weather. It was
I don't-
Terrorism.
malicious combustion.
Just a reminder, we did tell this guy about the Elven Empire attack, right? When we were here last time.
The ghoul
I'm pretty
Empire.
sure we did.
Yeah, you have him captured.
Yeah. Okay. How's
Yeah, my dad is like part of the guard. He would have told.
yeah,
him.
yeah. What was his name?
My dad?
No, not your dad. The elf man.
Oh, okay.
Elf.
20
Dead
points if
body.
you
Well,
can fucking get it right now.
Control
Well,
F
there-
elf. All I have. The only word I have is myself. And Ilmaro is an elf.
As they're all looking through their notebooks for a name of somebody, I walk over and go, "Is this my writ?" Pick up a piece of paper.
Yes.
Fucking
Alright.
Elmar would be like, you
I
can't do
I
this to me.
I,
Oh
wa-
my
I
God."
walk away.
You're done shopping.
Get the dead of fuck.
Yeah, enjoy talking to your dad's lackey or whatever.
This is Commander Wellerberry. Thank you very
I
much.
said what I said.
Damn. Damn.
Oh yeah, Josh, I have no use for this
the temple.
painting. I have no use for this really nice painting of Juditha and sibling. Can I sell it?
Oh my! Wow, brutal.
Yes,
You
yes,
don't
you
want to
can.
hang that up in our new bastion.
What?
You don't want to hang that up in the bastion. As a reminder.
It's a reminder of that bitch.
A trophy of your escapades.
No, I want that bitch to be forgotten.
10 points to
Consigned
Gryffindor for you, then. You've remembered.
In the words of the best Stellaris insult, consigned to the dustbin of history.
Yeah. Alright, I try to find someone to sell that painting to. I believe I cut it out seamlessly from its original.
Yeah, anyways, I take my writ and I T-pose into the distance to go perform purchases.
Let's go shopping.
It is time.
As everyone goes shopping in different directions. As for your question, Ben, yes, the person captured previously has been interrogated thoroughly. Obviously, we have been able to confirm an underhive.
Oh. He told you the secret?
We were persuasive.
You still have him captured? Or did you, like, incinerate him or something?
He's still within our custody. He's one of the arcane vaults. Have you questions for him?
No. I'm just wondering if you're, like, gonna keep him forever because he's undead. Just like, lock him up and forget about him?
Well, there's still a debate with the council of what to do with him. You have something to vouch for him?
I mean, not really. He killed a bunch of your miners.
I see.
Doesn't really matter why he did it. Anyway, all my friends are going shopping. Bye.
Enjoy.
You want me to send you the list of everything I bought, or are you just going to assume that I bought stuff?
I trust that you have purchased the things on your list. The ones you
Yeah.
wanted, I should say.
For free.
For free?
Free.
Free? For me?
You call me an E-free T, because all this is
Oh
free.
my god!
I finger discount.
Josh,
Yes.
I have one final question as to prices. How much is an elemental gem?
Elemental gem.
How much
I also have a question that's going to
50
throw all my
souls?
purchases into an issue, because I forgot I even wanted this till I looked at my old buy sheet.
Elemental gem's only 800 gold.
This was
Excellent.
being...
Thank you.
How much for Socket's gem?
Well,
What?
once you find the buyer.
What do you mean, buyer? Seller?
Mm.
I assume that thing's going to be like 70k. A good item. I just completely forgot about it. I need to do some crowd control on the cables on my desk. There's too many of them.
Hey, the cables, they come to grapple you. They're gonna strangle you.
Oh yeah, healing potions, Joshua.
Oh yeah, the healing potions. Fill our pockets with HP. If you fill like a big gulp of healing potions, can you drink more than one per turn?
If you have a really big mouth.
Really big gulp. Big gulp healing potions. Buy in bulk. You get there and it's Phobos behind the counter. Like, no! No!
You know, one of those beer caps, you put a healing potion in each side. Sip it with a straw. Hands free.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll just get an IV so it's passive. You don't even have to suck.
Oh wow, it's only 40?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
Saying hello to the pig.
Oink. Appreciate pig.
Alright. I've bought
Walking
8
stuff.
elemental gems for your information, Joshua.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Beauty.
Are those ones that summon things?
Oh,
How much are those?
800.
Oh, I'm on my way.
A cool 8,000 gets you 10.
Or is it summon the new elemental? Oh, summon the new elemental. Oh, dies of cringe.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So like how
But-
you included stuff if you
But new fire elemental has good resistances, so.
No, but new fire elemental doesn't have the funny ability.
Walk
just light
through
people on
you
fire
and
by
lights you on
touching them.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the funniest feature.
No, it still does. Can move through a space. It can enter a creature space and stop there. First time it enters a
That isn't-
creature space, it takes
That's
a
not the
D10.
same thing.
Oh, it
You
doesn't.
say-
Oh, right. It doesn't
before it
set
was-
you on fire. Right.
Before it just walked through you and was like, "You're on fire now. Take damage every turn." And they're like, "Why?"
But why not?
I mean, of all the elementals, fire elementals got to be the scariest because it's like a big fire is already bad, but it's a big fire that's punching you.
New fire
It's
elemental
chasing
image
you
is also
around.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what provoked
It's
me
like
into saying that. It's like,
Spooky.
I mean,
do
I
love
could
it.
imagine it's about as bad. Seeing a fire elemental as a peasant is probably like that. Yeah, you're just like, oh, my bonfire's come to life and it's coming to murder me.
yep.
Alright, everyone buys stuff. Let's
Yeah, I will play.
look at our house.
Duckett
Bullshit.
spends 2 minutes
Holy
buying
shit.
stuff and 10 hours praying.
Okay.
That is a spooky looking token.
Wait, what? Excuse me? I tried to open up one of my notepad files and it was not loading.
Alrighty. And don't worry, you don't need it.
I would like to suggest to literally everybody that Boots of Elven Kind, according to Josh, cost 600 gold. They don't have an attunement, and they give you advantage on stealth.
But I have to wear pansy elf-made boots.
Crazy how cheap they are considering there are 0 elves in this continent.
Yeah,
Oh.
imagine the dwarves selling elven boots for cheap.
It's 'cause
That's
they have thousands
insane,
of
bro.
them.
What are Boots of
Thousands
Josh? What are
of
Boots
them.
of Dwarven?
That's the
They-
shit kickers where you can't be fucking moved or knocked over.
Yeah, it's probably like the armor of Dwarven kind.
Boots of Dwarven kind
Yeah.
have a can of beer on either side of your ankle and a
Wait,
straw that goes
are
into your
those-
mouth.
Are those also 600 gold, Josh?
Or the boots of
I think
Dwarven.
they make you slower, don't they?
Was that a serious contender? I don't even know if those are real items. I was just like, that's cool. Not being able to be knocked prone is way
Well,
better.
the
Just random
armor of
assault.
Dwarven kind makes you not be able to knock prone, but it
Yeah.
also makes you slower, I think.
I think in your
Alright.
Dwarven plate.
Fine
Boots of
boots of
Elvenkind,
Elvenkind.
like a sheep.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't need it.
Can we get boots of
My spell
Dwarven kind?
Boots of kind where you can't be knocked prone.
Yeah, I'll take them. That sounds
Yeah,
cool.
it would be 600 again.
Hell yeah.
Boots of... Can I wear
Well-
one boot of Elvenkind and one boot of Dwarvenkind?
No, you gotta wear both.
You
Well,
gotta
that
wear
means you
one or
get
the other.
half-
All
means
right,
you
then
get
I'm
half
buying boots of
advantage and you can only
Dwarvenkind.
get half
Alright.
knocked prone.
The feet
Dwarf
anchors.
boots.
You can't wear shoes. Look at you.
I'll just amend
While
this
you
description. Your
wear
steps make
these.
so much noise.
Everyone walking around just hears boom, boom, boom. And then it's Sokka.
Your shoes make
Well,
shoes
wearing
make so much
boots,
noise
your
regardless.
steps thunder down the hallways, the tunnels of your Dwarven cavern.
You cannot be knocked prone.
Dad's home! He just got to the main entrance, honey. Don't worry, give him 8 hours, okay? Oh my fucking god.
That's hilarious.
You cannot be knocked prone.
I'm glad that we just invented a magic item on the spot for a meme.
Alright, this is now the only clothing Socket is wearing.
Actual iron boots.
With the Yeezys.
The dwarf label.
No,
It's a giant pig
No, the-
digging into a mud.
what would dwarf Yeezys be? The like
Breezies.
Darweezies.
the Grudgers.
Oh,
Darweezy.
the Grudgers is good.
Stompers.
It's like an orc name.
The Stunties.
Oh yeah, Stunties. I like
Also,
that.
now that everyone has money, I recommend that you also all buy a bag of bounty.
Bag of bounty. Is that the thing that
For
makes you
food?
It makes you food every single day.
Nah.
Wow, I can't believe you don't want that.
Get a bag of food and fuck that shit.
Cringe. Loser.
Is my chef feat a joke to you?
How much is bag of bounty?
It was like 100 and something gold when I bought it, I swear.
Well, Wembley's food is definitely better, but this also means I don't have to fill my haversack with rations. I just have a food supply that I can have on me.
Yeah, I'm just imagining one day our car breaks when we have to walk for 4 months to the next town.
Yeah, I'll buy that. That's a good idea.
Like
Just
how
an
our
emergency.
airship broke, and I was like, damn, we're gonna starve to death.
Yeah, fucking walking for a week straight to the next time.
Yeah, then that means I do not need to carry around my giant pile of rations I bought.
Do you?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to get rid of them. I paid for them. They might be useful in a specific other situation. Who knows?
I've given them my frying pan, yes?
Yes. The frying pan and other things have begun.
No
Good,
more
attack
frying
us
pan.
now, Josh.
You're right.
I'm
He doesn't have the
armed.
frying pan.
Disarmed.
Socket is easily 20 minutes away.
Matt Mercer arrives with his fucking doom striding fucking warga.
Oh, no.
The death knight.
Anyways, other thing. I would like to go see how much it costs to commission an airship to take us to Stiltide.
Airship.
One-way trip.
Hire a one-way trip.
One.
First of all, you should ask, is there a public use teleportation circle?
Yeah, we're getting one installed for free.
Yeah, but like in Stiltide.
Surely not.
Well, I mean, I can just cast it. Like, it's basically the same cost even if I have a real teleportation circle next to me.
I had to like go to Stiltide instantly.
No, I mean, like, is there?
I guess,
There
okay, I
might
see
be-
what you're saying. Yeah,
There
we
might
could
be
just
a
take the trip.
post office there or something we can teleport to. You know?
That is a good point. They might have an actual public one. Although,
And to that end, Dimspire is a massive like political place. Do they have a way to send something straight to another town? Like, I feel like
straight to another town unless there's like a certified major or teleportation circle there. No. That's why the airships are still available. Especially for the further coast. You are probably planning on a copious amount of, supply sent there. Yeah. Unless you have someone that they can contact and, get full detail, they would have to send a ship.
Yeah, we have some wizards there, but actually, it's probably almost entirely sorcerers.
Natural towns.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna put 45,000 gold in a box and say, "Here, take this."
Everybody who gets handed the box just takes like a handful of gold out of it. I guess there's no money.
Or I'd retire. I'd be like, "Oops, I died." I'd take like 10k of that and fake my own death.
Fake your own death. I mean, all you really need to do is just go buy an amulet of proof against detection from the local department store, and you're fine.
All right, and then we go upstairs. We see our house.
Go to see your house. At the same time, previous question you asked, Nick, getting airship basically to bring you over to Stilltide just for a renting seat would be 50 gold per person.
That's it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they're just transporting. It's not like you're filling their hold with a whole bunch of supply or something.
Yeah, that's a fair point. They probably are also going there semi-regularly, so it's not insane. When is the next time they're leaving to Stilltide?
For that, it would be towards the end of the week, because they usually do weekly drop-offs for most supply or requests.
Okay,
basically weekly. I'm just staring at this pig.
The pig.
That's what I'm going there for.
I said called shot pig right arm, and I haven't seen the pig get struck yet.
Damn.
This is the Adam Warlock
He's
pose.
begging for his life.
No. Bam.
Jesse, Nick requested you to punch the pig.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Yeah, I said called shot right arm. Like,
All right. Cold shot.
well, you did technically hit the right arm, so I'll allow it.
Now he just looks inquisitive.
This is really interesting. Now he looks like a Darkest Dungeon pig. With their squished.
Down here.
Hey, you get pig ass.
Pig ass.
This is illegal.
How's our house?
So,
Flipper on a bike.
your house is still fairly nice. It is well kept. As far as what you've seen, things have been cleaned up. As you could see over towards Urail's mansion and homestead, everything has been built up significantly. The space overhead of where most people would usually have their manners, or even just for a little bit more luminous light, is almost a little more towering. It looks like she's used most of that space as much as she possibly can to build and extend out her forge ? And what seems to be an extended library and others. With that, you do see there are some warforged that are milling about inside as she is continuing her work, as well as what looks like loading library books.
Witch. We found a witch. Maybe burn her.
Well, she definitely built up her stuff.
Definitely hear the constant pound of what seems to be a smithing power hammer.
Thank God we don't live here.
Well, then we do sort of live here.
I will definitely say, even on approaching your homestead, everywhere else was still pretty tepid in Nibsfire, like it's supposed to be. Getting over close back to near here again, it feels a lot fucking hotter.
Damn neighbors.
Heating up the neighborhood and shit.
Well, this house was free. I don't really know if we can complain.
Yeah, I was gonna say keeping the housing costs down to free.
Yeah. If you think about it, you know. It's like the homeless man outside your apartment building keeping the rent low because he keeps destroying.
Symbiotic relationship.
Pass him a 20, he
Oh.
passes out drunk and barfs on the stairs, keeping the house rent low. It's like, I'd like to raise your rent. There's a homeless man that vomits on the stairs every night. I don't think you can raise it. Nobody
I'll
else is
go.
going to want to rent this place.
Do you have a fancy mansion map for me to spend days recreating in Dungeon Craft?
I have not made a fancy mansion map, so if someone wants to draw up floor plans or other.
Yeah, do it from scratch.
I'm not creative enough to make something from scratch.
Just put it in like an AI generated thing.
Oh, I can do it later. I won't do it now.
Well, look up an estate map and then just
yeah,
remake
look,
that.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Just give me your ideas once again.
Penis room.
Well, we
A
open the
whole
big door.
penis room.
I'd
Penis
like to
exclusion
speak to
chamber.
Wembley. I'd like to speak to Wembley privately.
Wembley.
Okay.
Kidnap Wembley. I assume he's probably gone to the kitchen to check out what they got for use.
Sure.
And I assume it took over an hour for us to do our shopping.
Well over an hour. Basically, you guys would be trickling in slowly over time for some of your requests.
Wembley, I need to talk to you.
Well, hey, yeah, I got a minute or two for you.
All right, we go to the empty kitchen. Do you trust me?
Pretty reasonably so. We've been through scrapes with the death several times, I reckon.
All right. The shopkeep said this only works on a willing participant.
What's up?
Be willing, and I hold my hand against your chest. Be willing.
Aces you on the fucking stall.
You feel a
Oh,
magical
yeah.
effect wash over you
Feel
for
the-
like a minute. A
Feel the spell of
millisecond.
cock and ball torture start.
And the next time you feel a woman, you'll die. No, you feel magic wash over you. All right. Anytime I'm healed, you will also be healed.
I am no longer healing Ben.
Anytime you are healed, I will also be healed.
Really?
Wait. No, it's just me. When I'm healed, you're healed.
Okay.
And I thought because you're always up the front and you sometimes get hit, I should pick you.
I don't know, I feel like you're in closer than I am most of the time.
Yeah, that means when I get healed, you also get healed because you'll also be hurt sometimes.
Oh, sure, alright.
And it works for potions as well. So if you're ever really hurt and I'm a little bit hurt, you should give me all your potions. Wink, wink. Anyway, the real reason I wanted to talk to you alone.
You just became Wembley's like healing pimp.
Yep. Yep.
Weird.
This was 40,000 gold.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
It also does something else.
okay.
I would
when
hope
you make an
so.
attack, I can make you crit. I say that in game terms.
Yeah. Okay.
I can choose to make you crit whenever I
So,
want. Once.
Make a deal with some sort of... Oh, was this the tiefling on the road?
No, this costs 80,000 gold. I just bought this.
Oh, just now?
Sorry, 40,000.
Wait,
price
was
was
it
went up
40?
again.
What was the price of this thing?
40,000. 40,000, not 80,000.
Dude, Colton costed me 120,000 gold.
60,000. Oh, my
Why
price
does it
is
keep getting more
rising.
expensive?
It's
It cost me
inflating.
80,000. You owe me 40,000. No,
So it cost
the
me 2
reason
million gold.
reason I wanted to speak to you privately was because the skeleton guy found me a few days ago, and he said
Oh,
that he knows where my stuff is, but he needs a key. And apparently, the keys work in like tier systems, and a really good key, he said, an Archmage key will basically open any vault that is like a lower like rarity. I think
You
what you
won't
have
buy
is
and
an
that's what I
Archmage
have.
key. Probably. You said yours is like the most important one.
Oh, I don't know if I said that.
Well,
It's pretty important, considering who wants it, but I don't know the tiers.
I don't know either, but like she
I think
clearly
I'll leave
wants it, so it's probably
Yeah.
like top tier. You got that back from Annette, right?
You know, I don't think that I did.
Get fucked.
After your friend. I pat him on the
Sort of,
back.
I'm sort of really out of it for a week or two after that. No, I think Annette does still have it.
I told her to hide it. I hope she didn't leave it in that inn. Well,
Oh, I'm sure she wouldn't.
I didn't really think about it. Anyway, if your key is an Archmage key, or even better maybe, then the skeleton guy can like teleport us through magma like he does, and we can go open the vault. We don't even need a tank.
Oh. Okay, well, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna tell you a hard no if I was gonna give it to him, but if he can take us there, that's different.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to him like he's a skeleton.
Yeah, right.
Never trust skeletons.
They are always evil. There's no good skeletons.
Like pretty much every undead is evil.
Yep.
And like
Same as
Warforged.
orcs. Yeah. Goblins.
And fish people. And gnomes. He stares at you.
Wembley looks at the camera.
Alright. It's not as important as like saving your kids and Darthran, so we don't have to worry about that for now. But, just make sure you get that thing back from Annette.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go do that now.
Alright, bye.
I do feel a lot better with it around my neck. After all, I shouldn't like it.
Well,
You should keep it, it's yours.
Sort of.
You really should put that in like a lockbox so it can't keep getting taken off of you.
Oh, also, can you explain to me why Ilmarrow is actually evil?
Well, you just said yourself, didn't you? All skeletons and undead are evil.
Yeah, but
Just
she's
like
an
the
elf.
most. She was, and now she's a lich. The
Yeah, but
most
the elf's
undead.
Well, the skeleton also told me about those holes in the ground that you mentioned. And
Right,
apparently
yeah.
they're the aftermath for when Baedelus had all of his power sucked out of him. Ilmarrow apparently sucked the power out of Baedelus, and then that exploded and killed all of the trees. So it's sort of Ilmarrow's fault, but also Baedelus's fault.
Okay. Is this redeeming
This is where I
for
bust into the kitchen.
Lady
Fatal
O'Mara
slander,
and
how dare you?
What the fuck?
Well, she defeated the evil Baedelus, but she also sort of destroyed the planet a little bit. I'm sort of confused now because my dad's always told me the elves were the good guys.
Well, they might have been, but now their elves are gone, and the one that was an elf is now a lich that's killing a lot of people.
But Baelus was definitely a bad guy, and the elves are sort of bad guys.
So yeah, maybe Lady Ilmarrow had good intentions 1,000 years ago. She certainly doesn't now.
Alright. I think I have to go buy furniture.
What, for your room in Dimspire?
Do we? How empty is this mansion?
I mean, it's been pretty well cleared out. Like, obviously, there's some essentials, like a couple chairs, a table, and a few other things. But other than that, like beds and other things that would have degraded over time for disuse have been completely emptied out from here.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, right. I'll speak to it.
Alright. Just remember when I get healed, you get healed.
Yep, and some other stuff. Yep. They're looking for a net.
Oh, right.
I'm looking for a rope of climbing and boots of elvenkind.
I think all the shopping's been done already.
The boots of Elvenkind are only 600. A rope of climbing. I'm pressing that as you would find her purchasing said rope.
700.
Sure. 700, you said?
600 for those boots.
Woo!
Rope of climbing is 250. Okay. Wimble, you'd eventually find it back towards the market sections as she's packing up the rope in her bag.
Boy there.
Pack that in. Hello.
Hello. I've been a little distracted and I forgot to get it back. You know, my little cube. You still got it? Swear to God, if you've misplaced it.
You what? Bite my ankles?
Oh, I might.
All right. Let me see. Da-da-da-da. Pull the rope back out. Pull out the carpenter's tools. Pull out a weeper pod. Whoop! I dropped that. And go. Ooh, looks like I may have left it behind your ear.
Oh my
Nice one.
Yeah, give it back to you.
Oh, thanks. Hey, that cup looks like Azura's cups. You know, in her family house.
Very convenient. I'm sure they have a lot of cups the same at Dimspire.
What a coincidence.
Anyway, I'm selling this cup.
Oh, I thought you'd got it as a souvenir or something.
Oh, I found it. Also, why would I want a souvenir from Dimspire?
That was a pretty nice place.
I mean, isn't my boots enough?
Yeah, that's
Kind
more
of
of a
souvenir
thing
that
and
you
not a...
use.
I mean, like a sentimental item. You know,
Why would I
something you
want
can...
that? Junk that
Also
takes
that-
up space when I could have something that actually has utility? That's a better souvenir.
Look, when you're past your prime, like me, you'll want to retire and sit in your home and have all these things that you can look at and remember.
Past my prime? My god, if I get to that point, I would hope I'm long dead. No offense.
None taken. Half the adventuring life is dying.
I don't think it is. Unless
Well, I
you're
mean,
just
like,
bad
you
at
know,
your job.
adventure survival rates are not good.
I guess.
You know, like Spork died, but he wasn't the only one that died. A couple of us died and were brought back over the years we were adventuring. Not me, of course. I'm too good for that.
Oh, fair enough.
But you know, one day, maybe in the clutches of Lady Ilnara herself.
I'd rather not.
Well, me neither, but Could happen.
I mean, I've got no real stake in fighting a god. I just want to get things back to normal.
Well, that path and mine are more intertwined than one might think.
You bother me with your old man problems and how they involve gods.
Yep.
You have a lot of strange baggage.
That's what happens when you get old.
Doubly so, God forbid I ever get old then.
Well, if you are indeed human, then maybe I'll live to see it.
Well, last I checked, I am.
Alright. Well, thanks for the cube.
Don't do anything strange with it, I guess. Whatever it
It's
is.
going back around my neck.
There's a little puzzle box or something.
No, no, it was a necklace.
Yeah, but the cube, it's weird. Like one of them Rubik's cubes. You know, Rubik, the great magician.
Oh yes, of course.
It's great magician Ruby.
From the kids' game.
Tetris.
Yes, what was it called? Defense of the Ancients.
That you are able to head back to the manor if you do. Others still doing shop.
Hang on, I'm gonna do something silly.
Uh-oh.
Haha. I rolled full. 16 to sneak away.
I see you.
Okay.
No, I don't. That's a lie. I have perception 11.
Ah.
Haha.
Haha.
I steal it back off you.
Oh, fuck.
Yoink.
He walks away. It's gone. What the?
How does this keep happening?
Yeah, if your hand is physically on it with a check like that, you're not gonna notice it's gone. It's gonna still be there in your eyes for the next day. You'll steal only the matter underneath the light's reflection.
It's an after image.
Yeah. Have I been looking at my items after image this whole time?
Too
Alright,
fast
you
for
good?
you, Flash.
If we have Thastus run the Bastion, that does mean we don't have to bring Thastus with us. He can
But how am
stop-
I gonna learn the mobile feat?
I know the mobile
Yeah.
feat.
Finish it right now. This right now. 1 month. This month.
Thastus,
Oh,
you must teach me
Don't make my
mobile.
children wait.
We'll make your children wait a whole month.
No.
Yeah. I know it's so. Only 100 gold.
Hang on a second. Go back.
I think that Thas is looking at the rest of you as you mentioned that. It's like,
You're back.
I mean, if you really want me to look over the manor, I guess I could do that.
Looks at Ven.
We're only doing this for out of character reasons, so Josh doesn't have to run you in every combat.
What the fuck did you say?
Oh yeah,
I have no idea what you mean, but okay.
Hey Thassus, here's the riches you always wanted as a kid. Watch over them for us.
All the riches in the world.
So much.
Also, that
always
really
so
hot
much
neighbor
danger
across
around.
the street.
Yeah, that's just missing out on 100,000 gold because if you joined the party one day earlier, that would have been us finding the thing. But he wasn't there for us finding the thing, so he doesn't get a share.
very sad.
Like his 5-figure
Anyway,
discount.
so now that I'm back from my shopping, I did find out that we can get passage to Stilltide at the end of the week via an airship, only 50 gold a person.
Alright.
It's faster than driving the car. Although we'd have no real easy way out is the problem. I'm gonna actually check my items. Am I breaking the law still?
They didn't check us. Oh, it's still tied mine.
Stilltide has checked us every time we've gone in.
Hmm.
And I assume they'll probably check airship passengers. I'm sure they don't waive that just because you paid 50 gold to get around. I don't think I'm technically breaking the law anymore. I only have one weapon. I have a lot of wondrous items, but I only have one actual offensive tool.
If you duct tape all your weapons together like socket, then it's one magical item.
Yeah, socket's cheating. Yeah, just go buy furniture.
Mm-hmm.
7 p.m. furniture purchase.
Right.
The
Yeah,
17.
nobody needs.
There's
nobody
magical
objected
furniture,
to
there's
us
comforting
going in
furniture, there's tempered
in a week.
furniture. What kind of
Magic
furniture?
furniture.
What does magical furniture do? Is that like a floating bed?
Floating bed,
It's
except
a-
it's like a water bed, except pure air, and you just kind of ripple on a cloud.
The air
It's a
Ganassi, I
chair
can
that
accept this.
casts localized thunder wave that acts like as a massage chair.
That is pretty much it.
Wow.
Soft little thunder waves to work out those knots.
Yeah, that's a good chair.
You know, self-heating tub. It refills water and evaporates it after you're done using it.
And after the hypothetical trauma of nearly being drowned in my own bathtub. How many traps do you think are inside that house now? You open up the door and you just die.
How many times is your alarm going off?
I mean, is there an actual range of alarm alerting you? Because, I mean, I think I left an alarm on there when I left, but, like, I never bothered to think about it.
I know it was their alarm, wasn't it?
They put an alarm on it, but I usually put an alarm on the house.
We paid a homeless guy to open and close the door for the next 3 days.
It only
No.
lasts for 8 hours, so it would have been triggered that day or nothing at all,
Okay.
so I wouldn't have gotten repeated triggers or anything.
I do want to point out no one objected to us or saying let's leave in a week, so
Yeah,
we're leaving in a week.
sounds good.
Like half of you are waiting for magical items to cook, but
I don't
Sure.
think mine's gonna be done in a week. There.
yeah, but it's every week, so we could just wait.
Yeah, we could leave your children there to be tortured for another week. if you
Yeah, I
want.
don't.
Like,
I won't.
oh yeah, do the thing.
Possible, and I'm willing to wait a week for that.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
True.
What's the thing?
Into just sending my children somehow.
Yeah, we remember we rolled for this. You managed to describe them well enough that I could.
We did, yes.
Yeah, we
okay.
did. You rolled well enough. You rolled like a natural 20 or close to it. You rolled really well.
I believe it.
I
I
mean,
fighter damage on my side.
I have a good memory for specific things. I'm reasonably certain of this, like 85%.
Alright, would you kindly check on them?
Alright, what would you like me to say to your children?
True, that's important. Hmm. let's just start with, this is coming from Wembley, and then ask them how they're doing and where they are.
Okay, can I have their names as well?
Yeah. Chris and Geed.
I'll start with Geed because I actually caught that name. The other one your mic cut out. Is Josh actually here?
Mm-hmm. I'm just responding to multi-messages here.
Geed
Let me
first.
let me map out the sending in my head first.
Then, Mike, this is Wembley's friend. Wants to know if you're alright and where you are.
Yeah, okay. To Geed first, then I will cast sending. This is Azur, Wembley's friend. He's wondering where you are and how you're doing. You can reply to this message.
My dad's dead. It's bad. I don't know who these people are, but they came rushing after us, and I haven't seen daylight in a few days.
Azur just blinks a few times. Sounds like Geed's having a very bad time. He can't see the daylight, and some people have grabbed him.
Alright, sounds pretty much like what Dodford is going through. You say anything else? Chris with it.
No, he did not mention anybody else.
Alright.
In fact, actually, his response was very short. Triss is the other one?
Aye.
Okay, I will do the same thing for them. Same message.
Please do.
Brr. Hello, this is Azur, Wembley's friend. How are you doing, and where are you?
With that, light panel. Hello. I don't know where you are. It's pitch black here, but if you are a friend of my dad, tell him I was trying to visit him in Stilltide when they grabbed me at the guild house. It was, I think something that there was a symbol on a couple of the mercenaries' patches. I think as it kind of cuts short, she stumbles over her words. Yeah,
Your
right.
daughter is much more descriptive. She was grabbed at the guild house, apparently, in Stilltide coming to visit you. I'm going to do it again because she was trying to describe the patch on their arm, and it might actually help us.
Alright, good. Something. It's likely that it's probably the, what was it? Durgar company?
Probably. I will cast sending to Triss again. I'm inside your head. We'll be there soon. What does the patch look like?
It looks like a bloody sword driven into a beach, maybe water. They kept, saying that they were going to get paid well, and Miss Darkwell is going to be happy. Keep hearing people screaming across the way in the other rooms.
Some old dwarf fella keeps screaming.
There's some other dwarf dude keeps screaming in the other room.
Ballman is down there killing them like the Doomslayer.
No.
Well, no, Ballman's killing all the mercenaries.
They try and torture him. They just fucking like catches him in a leg lock and snaps their neck again.
Anyways, so the patch is apparently a bloody sword driven into a beach or the sea or water.
Alright, is that rushing tide, Josh?
No, you would actually know these to be low tidistries. The
Oh, that's right.
mercenaries and sailors.
It doesn't sound like she's really experienced too much of anything. She just said she can hear people being tortured. So, I mean, I guess that's positive, right?
Sounds like they have it better than Darthrin.
I guess they just grabbed them to try to lure you back?
Well, it's working.
Well, we were gonna go back anyways for Darth, right?
Yeah. I was willing to wait a bit longer so we'd be better equipped to go in there, but feel more urgent. It's more urgent for me, at least, to get there as soon as possible.
In theory, we might not have to fight Vina, but I feel like it's going to happen.
You should go to the casino.
Thank you, voice in my head.
We should be prepared.
To go to the casino.
Let's go, gangland.
Leave me alone!
Let's go to the casino.
I arrive with a strike of lightning in the doorway. I shove both doors open. Someone said gambling.
Is this
You have a belt in your
conversation?
hand, a beer in one.
Is this conversation happening with like multiple people as well, or did you seek out Wembley himself?
I mean, Wembley approached me, so wherever Wembley wanted to do this, I don't care.
You know, Dim's player house somewhere.
So sure, you can be there if you want. It doesn't matter.
It wasn't private.
Maybe we should get some like invisibility potions or something so we can sneak in if we want to be more careful.
With your sneaky elven shoes.
About non-sneaky dwarven shoes. They make noise on every surface. Fee, fi, fo, fuck. As I stomped down the hallway.
Like what else can we do to prepare other than go work out for 6 months? Like that, we know 3 people are in prison. We can't wait anymore. We just got 100,000 gold worth of stuff each. Like, we're not gonna get much more prepared.
I mean, I got a scroll so I can try to find them through the ground, but you know, it has a limited range. I don't really know exactly how much that'll help.
Uh-oh.
On top of that, also, we
A
do have to
woman.
keep in mind the other important thing. We have to not be detected first.
Hang on, wait. What are we talking about? I've been like at the casino, so I need to. I need to be caught up.
Where Look.
I talked to Wembley's children via sending. One of them, they're not really being tortured, but they're being held captive. We're now discussing the logistics of infiltrating the city.
Which city?
Since we're taking an airship, what if we fly over and
You idiot gets time out with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Fresh heckled his sister.
Oh,
Oh,
idiot.
drop into the city with Heatherfall or something?
Which,
I like this idea.
Which place did you say?
And we land
Still
on Stiltoid, and we land on Vina's base operations. And if it could be invisible as well somehow, that'd be even better.
Well,
Well,
ideally, we just do it at night. We don't really need the invisibility at that point, then, right?
I suppose.
I mean, if you know where they're being held, I can try to look into it.
I don't know if we have the time to look into it. We're trying to get there before they notice we're back.
Well,
Question:
I mean,
do we know where Vina's house is? Her mansion?
Yes.
Okay. We know that at least.
And you know full well that it is not far from her mercenary guild house. For the location that was previously described, just as a refresher, because you guys did get this information, her estate is by one of the upper Pinsward's gates, and then the guild house is just on the other side of that gate to the lower section ward, so that she can either have them quickly march up if something were to happen at her estate, or her to go to the mercenaries if something were to happen there. She's set up a very tight-knit trade, and you even remember finding out previously that there were guards paid off to allow the mercenaries to move freely between the two locations there, but not further beyond now past the Pins Ward.
Would be good to figure out if the dungeon they're in is underneath her estate or the mercenary company. I don't know what it is.
I don't fancy myself much of a gambler, but I'd probably say she'd keep it underneath her own estate, right? It's much more private.
That's what I'd go with, but I'd like to know for sure. You have a way? Looks at Annette.
well, I've got a will, so I guess there is a way.
Alright, well,
I mean, it's the upper Pinion place, and you might need some paperwork to get into there, or at least look the part and sound the part. And I know I can do that, but I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's much makeup that's going to help you.
what are you gonna go into her estate and look around?
I could potentially.
Okay.
No guarantee
Seeing
on that
as
part.
you
We can workshop that as we get closer to it, but
look, you
really
did pretty
depends
good
on
with
the situation.
Nikolaus, so I don't doubt you.
I am an actor.
Uh-huh.
It still doesn't really solve the problem of us trying to get back into the city without being noticed, because long-term espionage requires us to go unnoticed.
Look, all you need to do is let me put some makeup on all of you, except Socket. I don't know how I'm going to fix that one. And you should, in theory, be able to get away with being in the city for a small time. Then we can find a place to lay low. I may have some contacts that can give us a hideout.
You remember that they check our badges at the door, right?
Do you
I think
remember that I don't care?
It would
Yes,
be
but
easier for us to get into the city if we didn't take an airship.
Yes, that is exactly correct.
it is also slower.
Then we could just swim. Well, we have to wait 1 week for an airship. How long would it take for us to drive there?
Look,
It
if
seems
you-
that both speed and obviousness go hand in hand. Stealth and slowness is not something we have the option for.
Is it going to take less than a week to drive there?
Yes.
Okay, we can
How fast
drive
is
most
that?
of
As
the
far
way.
as I remember, it did not take us a week to get to Dimspire the first time.
But
And then
there's
we can
also weather
swim.
effects.
Yeah, the weather could slow us down, whereas the airship would get affected far less by weather.
Unless it
Additionally, also-
crashes, in which case then we're the most affected by weather.
Additionally, if we take the airship, we can always just jump out before that and then sneak into Dimspire through the gate.
So I pull out the gun at Silkfort and snipe at them.
How well did we ever get? I worked with the investigators on the Crushing Tide cult, like the follow up and the mop up, and I spent several nights working with them chasing down cultists
Mhm.
after that event. How well do I know the secret ways that they were using to get in and out of the city, like
That's what I was
underwater?
going to suggest. But do you know if they blocked them off?
Well,
Or if
that's
they
the
found
idea.
them
Is I
the
think I
2
would know
months
which
they've
ones they
gone.
did block off and which ones they set to patrol, and I would know how we could get to one with basically just like a grate, and I could just rip it off.
You would know that there are a number of drain-offs There are a few in particular that were purposely blocked off, and others that couldn't be blocked off that probably had an extra grate added just in case. But that one does require you to go underwater for a good stretch, probably 2 minutes
Easier
of being underwater.
easier to get us all water breathing than to get us all invisible. So Socket will offer that if we jump out of the airship into the water, we could just swim into the city, and that would be completely stealthy regardless of how loud we are, because we could just walk on the bottom of the river if we cast water breathing.
That's what I was gonna suggest. But also, jumping out of an airship would probably draw attention as well.
We do it at night.
Just
Also, we could
jump
probably
like
just pay
Freebird as
them.
loud as possible.
We
Yeah,
can't
how
just
many
pay them.
people are on this airship? What if we just bought out the airship? If it's 50 gold per person.
Surely, if we pass another 200 gold and just say we're gonna jump off the side of the airship before we hit still time, they just
Yeah,
be like,
there's
sure,
probably
whatever."
only a couple guards awake if we do it at nighttime.
I mean, it's a 10-passenger airship because they're small little transports. They usually don't expect too many people.
Imagine being in like a like an SUV in the air, and like 3 of the people just decide to jump on. And it was like, what was that? It must have been the wind.
So yeah, if you
This is the equivalent of hiring the fishing boat to come out so that we can go make a drug deal.
you guys can effectively
Oh,
just
yeah.
pay them 500 to buy every passenger seat, and
Let's
then
just do that then.
they would just drop off the cargo hold anyway, so they already have an answer of why they're arriving, and it's not just empty passengers.
Are there any obvious flaws that anybody has with that?
They might report that 5 specific people decided to jump off of the airship.
Not if you pay them.
Okay, then we pay them 500 and then kill them and then jump off of the dropping airship. Get our 500 back. Done.
And crash the
How
entire
many
ship
gold?
into the side of still.
Please.
Yeah, and
actually
then
reporting
they're-
or
they're-
negotiating to me.
All right. I can breathe underwater. One other possible issue:
Which is
the one place I know how to enter Still Tide from outside is heavily patrolled by sharks and octopuses and a sea giant that wants to kill me.
You can vouch for us, right?
I think I
That
know
wants
one
to
that
kill
doesn't
me.
have at least a sea giant.
Well, we can vouch for you then.
They probably moved after it being raided, but I feel like any of these sharks or cult fish people, they were the Crushing Tide, right, Josh? Crushing Tide?
Yeah.
pushing down.
It was all the
Any
Christian
of
ship.
them that recognize me will want to attack me. But, I mean, we're underwater. It's not that easy to be spotted. And then what? After we deal with Vina, we walk out the side gate and then walk in the front gate and say, hey, we're here legally.
Well, no,
Give
once we're done
me-
with it, I have an escape plan for us that should work.
Well, I think at that point we just go to the city officials and give them the full rundown of what happened. The illegal stuff that Vena's been up to, and
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
she's a
Oh yeah, because
kidnapper.
that'll work. The guards are definitely not paid off by her or anything like that.
well, they won't be if we kill her.
If she's dead, I don't really know how the paying off really matters.
I mean, I'm not sure if we can
Loyalty?
kill her. Last time we saw her, she was quite scary.
Also, we gotta make sure her soul or something doesn't get sucked into a puzzle box. We make sure we
Oh, I
actually
could-
kill
I
her.
could give it to the bone devil.
I mean, if you're not gonna have your frying pan, then what other weapon are you gonna use?
Got a flint longsword. I do have other
You-
weapons.
Do you want my spare dagger? It's enchanted.
No, I have other weapons. It's fine.
I think I have a rusty crowbar somewhere around here.
I don't want to grow a rusty crowbar.
They hit people. Give them.
Yeah, Wembley's clearly needing a weapon
Rust
desperately. He has
disease.
nothing.
Why? Wait,
Tetanus.
what? Why do you have nothing?
Well,
I mean,
my
you've just
main
been using
weapon's getting upgraded.
You've just been using a pan this whole time.
Well,
And
not
you're cooking
really.
with that thing. I've just thought of that. That's disgusting.
Oh, I've got a different.
It's been literal months at this time.
I thought my sausage tasted like orc brain matter.
No, I've got a different pan. Got a
Where did
cooking
you
pan.
get those fishman eggs, Senshi? Where did they come from?
Fish man eggs. Uh-oh.
I guess this might be able to speak for us if we run into a shark.
I thought we were leaving past
Today.
this here.
I can try to figure something out.
I mean,
Yeah, but the only reason I would like realistically say Thassa should stay here is so Josh doesn't have to play.
no, I mean like, just so he doesn't like eat you, but also I could handle the sharks.
Then try and desperately stop any of the rest of us from learning mobile.
Everybody,
We know what you're up to.
Only I can get the mobile.
See through your tricks.
Alright, Thassus, what do you want to do? You want to go back to Still Tide and keep doing your thing? Or stay with us forever? Or stay here?
Well, I mean, if you still need to get through the water, like, yeah, I could still work with the sharks.
Do you speak to them? What do you do?
I could command them.
Oh. It's just kind of something you can do? Or
Well, yeah, because
something that-
No.
I prayed to the Coral Queen.
He's in a cult, Annette.
I'm not in a cult.
Oh.
I
Not
prayed.
everyone that's in a cult says that they're not in a cult.
It's true.
I was there. Some of the people were nice, but you know they prayed to Miski, the evil forest witch, sea witch.
Annette, are you in a cult?
No, I'm not in a cult. I'm
Oh,
an
so you are.
independent troubadour.
I fucking love this.
But the only way to answer is to say yes, I am in a cult, even if you are.
As
you
you
know,
grow
yeah,
up,
the-
kids, you'll learn that everyone is in a cult of some kind.
Mm.
Can't just paradox be like that.
And then you are in a cult because you said yes.
No.
Kool-Aid Drinker's Paradox.
No! Don't drink the Kool-Aid!
Even if you're
Alright.
adamantly against cults, you join a cult against cults.
Oh. Damn it.
Cycle is complete.
No! No!
Good plan. If only there was someone else here that was good at infiltration. Looks around, doesn't see anyone.
Looks at Dastus.
No, but
Yeah, what a shame.
Justice is here. Justice is speaking.
At the same time, you guys have sending this whole time. Ballman was left in Stilt.
That's actually a good point. I would like to do sending to Ballman.
Bowman
Thank
has a
you, Ballman.
job, bro. He's good.
He's out.
fine.
Don't bring him back in.
He's
Wait, no, that's
chilling.
cruel.
No, okay.
Hold out.
The DM has brought up a valid point that none of us else brought up. Is the fact
Yeah,
that Ballman probably
Bowman-
knows where the dungeon is.
Yeah, Bowman was one of Vena's
Okay.
spies against Judithon. And he's like, oh,
Totally knows
bro.
where that dungeon is.
He's surely resistant to torture. Surely.
Oh,
He lived with
why-
us for long enough.
Why would he be getting tortured? It's Ballman. He probably killed everybody they sent after.
Yeah. That's
Exactly,
Why, that's why we
thank
didn't
you.
mention him, because we weren't afraid for him. Like, he's the goat.
If I use sending on Ballman, he's in prison. It's a ploy. He's planning to slit all their throats when the
not
time
Ballman.
is right.
That's Bill Man. Yeah, that you bring up a great point. He definitely knows what the prisoners are.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just leaving this here, but I'm like, everyone jokes about Ballman. I'm like, guys, you've had an inside man this entire fucking time.
Well, to
Yeah.
me, it was just like Ballman's already served his sentence. I didn't want to bring him back into it, but it's like,
Yeah, to be fair, Bowman might be in prison right now and know where it is.
No, Ballman isn't in prison. Ballman is
Ball prison.
He's in the
Oh, yeah.
casino.
He's rolling.
Just
You're right.
completely forgot he
He's in the
exists.
casino.
Anyway,
You're so
So
right,
back
Wizard.
in
Bowman
character.
does exist.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, I was thinking we could probably ask Ballman since he probably knows where the dungeon is, considering who he used to work for.
And he might
Bowman
be in
died
the
in the
dungeon
accident
right now.
12 years ago. You have to let him go.
You're in a cult, Annette.
Bowman's still in the casino. You have to let him go.
No, Ven's in a cult.
I'm not.
That's
You
actually
can't
a
just say
pretty
I'm
good
in a
idea.
cult. You're literally in a cult.
You're with these guys. They're culty, right?
We don't even have a group name. We can't be a cult without a
Are we
name.
House 32?
Docket and the Pebbles.
I guess we're in the Gilder Gab
I'll break
Guild
you
of
into pebbles.
Gabbing.
Yeah,
Whatever it's called.
the cult Gab cult.
Alright. Call ball man.
Azul, maybe just go ahead with your thing.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's see. Mentally, okay. Set casting sending directing to Ballman.
Ballman.
This is Azur. It's been a while. Where? Can you tell us where Vina's secret dungeon is? I hope you're doing well.
With that you hear like a half as he like half spits out his drink suddenly. Right. Yeah, the dungeon. That's under one of the warehouses at the lower wards. Don't fucking tell me you're actually going to that place. That place is fucking
I think
cursed.
he's already exceeded.
It's 25 words.
It is, I was counting.
Oh.
It's fine. I was gonna cast something on him.
Don't
again.
tell me you're going to that place.
Okay,
Azur,
well, yes.
just before you cast again, if you like, I can send you as a dream messenger to Ballman.
But he's awake.
And you
Oh
can...
my god.
Well,
That takes
tonight,
8 fucking
we
hours.
have like a week.
Yeah, I think if you go in his dreams, you can convince him to help us as well.
Well, not just that, but I mean, you have full control over the dream, so you can probably map out a proper route to figure out where we're going together instead of your small amount of words messages.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyways, also, he said that it's underneath one of the warehouses in the lower district. It's not underneath her manor.
Okay, well,
Oh.
that's a good start.
Make him 6 feet tall.
I'm balling it.
Make him a Lady Ballman with pink hair and big eyes.
Nothing has
Anime
changed. It's how he
Ballman.
started.
He just
He's
you
in
reveal
drag.
his true form. He's like, how did you know?
See, I told you Ballman wouldn't be in prison. Told you.
I was trying
He's
to.
too tall.
I was
He's
trying.
at fucking Fantasy McDonald's.
Yeah, he's literally just getting a fucking drink and a meal right now as he fucking sent him that message.
I picture him sitting at one of those like solo seats where it's just like a counter facing the wall. He's just sipping his soda through his straw. It's almost at the end. He's trying to get that last little bit, and it's making that slurping noise, and then he gets ascending in his mouth.
The
and his
fucking
big
French
brain-
fries go flying a little.
Like when he responds, you hear that doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo from the fucking McDonald's machines in the background. Little beeping.
Well, at least it's not in a dungeon as well.
Oh yeah, I heard him spit out his drink. He seems to be fine.
All right. Well, make sure we can trust him.
Make sure we're just eating his fantasy McDonald's.
Off my seat.
Do you really think we can't trust him? I mean, he had plenty of time to stab us.
I mean, it's just sort of weird that he isn't in a dungeon if he's still in Stiltide. If he is still in Stiltide.
He probably isn't, honestly. I would have left if I was him.
Underestimating the
That's all.
skills of Baldwin.
Vina's direct
Well-
power seems to not emanate very far from Stiltide, so...
If he
Pretty
doesn't
safe.
want to help, offer him 1,000 gold. And I'll give it to him.
True. Can pay him for service.
I'm rich.
In the end, all we really need is directions.
Yeah, I mean, he might know other things. Also, I mean, we still want to kill Vina, right? We're gonna free the kids and stuff, but more
If we
income could
can,
be-
then I think we should. Yeah.
Well, hypothetically, Ben, it might not be possible. For example, let's say we walk outside after freeing everybody and we look towards her estate and it has 100 mercenaries outside and they're all looking directly at us. That's probably something we shouldn't try.
How much do trebuchets cost?
How is that relevant?
Well, she has a house and we have a trebuchet.
I don't think we can conduct siege warfare within the walls of Stilltide, but it is a valiant thought.
Because, like, we'll never be able to exist in Stilltide until she's dead.
Yep.
And neither will Darthrin. Maybe Darthrin can become our new butler.
I mean, he doesn't have to be our butler. He could just be one of our employees. I mean, we can start our own business here. We don't really need Stilltide, do we?
Our head steward.
So that's a nice title.
Yeah, much better than butler. I guess I'll go buy some sneaky elven shoes.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Your ancestors frown.
My ancestors love elves.
I know. It's fun to fuck
They,
with you.
they frown happily. They reverse frown at your actions.
How much were they? Were 600 or 800?
600.
600.
As everyone makes ready.
Goddamn right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Buying the boots leaves my gold at 4,444.
Nice. That's the evil Japanese number.
It's true.
Yeah, death. We're all gonna die. When we go to Stilltide, we're all gonna die.
Hell yeah.
I
Thus
believe
is
it.
the omen. I better go spend some more money.
Let's
You
go
didn't spend enough
gambling.
money, that's why the omen's bad.
Still the bad omen.
At the casino.
Let's go to the casino.
It's
Let's
a
go to the-
casino. So, as you do have a significant amount of time,
Furniture.
all right, getting some magical furniture.
Yeah, sure. You know.
Big spender.
Actually,
I
wait. Why am I
will-
buying a bedroom for this house? I literally can go up to my own house that I live in with my family. I don't need a bedroom.
Yeah, but you don't want to
here.
live with your parents forever.
Yeah, I want to live slightly.
Actually, you're
down the
still
road
like
with my
6. You're like
friends.
16, right?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
instead of
could
living
still
with your
comfortably
parents,
your
come live in
parents.
the share house with a bunch of psychopaths.
Get the fucking weird.
Most of you guys aren't psychopaths. Most.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Most.
wait. Let me count here. No. Okay.
Psychopath,
actually, no,
psychopath, 80-year-old man, 2
it's not
children, and then Annette.
I'm not crazy, I'm just senile.
no. With my experiences with Annette, she's teetering towards psychopath. That's just
Yeah,
my
but she's like the
in-character
most
interactions
normal
with her.
person that isn't an annoying child.
You really don't think
Probably
Azur is
just
the most
annoying.
normal person?
Azur is the
myself.
one. Yeah, this is from Azur's POV.
Ah, got it.
Well, yeah, you know, fun.
Anyway, that night I, cast Dream on Azure, so cast Dream on Ballman with the messenger being Azure, so Azure can go talk to him.
Nice.
All right.
Confirmed.
as yeah, Baldwin is pulled in. He looking around a little confused, but this is definitely different than visiting your friends.
Sorry, it's magic. I felt this would be the easiest way. You can get back to your dream in a minute, just so I can get better directions.
I imagine.
I know you said we shouldn't be going there, but why is that?
Oh, she's got most of her fucking darkest and most cutthroat people down there. Ones that are towards the mercenary guild house are a little more respectful, more on the dignified payroll, as much as it's not really dignified. You go to the
No,
warehouse
we get
down
attacked
there.
by them on the road. They're not dignified.
Yeah. Oh, I was part of that group anyway, so yeah. Checks out, but probably her worst will be found there and whatever else she's keeping there, and most people disappear down there.
Well, sad that she has 3 people we care about, so we aren't just going to leave them to die down there. Even if it is bait for us.
Mostly when you get to that warehouse, obviously they'll still have a couple of watchouts, so you'll be looking for effectively one of the. It looks like he gestures to like a cauldron shape, but a little bit bigger. It looks like a mixer in a way for chemicals and alchemist stuff, but towards the bottom, one of the panels are fake and opens up for another ladder. That's more or less for where they go through in the main city.
Powers over the dream to, try to make what he's describing to get his confirmation.
As he kind of, shows in the dream, it is very much like the other warehouses you've seen where there's still the various, mechanical parts that are moving. This one still has, as far as you can tell, looks like a vat container that would still have something to pour into what was this giant mixer. Inside, the mixers themselves is terrifying because the best way I could describe it visually without showing it directly is like if you saw a giant dough mixer, except the dough mixer has like flat steel panel blades that look like sharpened edges, so they would scrape the sides purposely.
But Josh, you should show us directly.
Not yet. But
Well, you see it
We're
in
going
the
in the
dream.
mixer.
effectively, you do see that mixer where the metal cylinder goes traveling down. There's the side slots of where the handed footholds are, and you would be able to get to the bottom drum of that, and there's a panel that you would be able to open up and go further down into. That leads into where the more seedy groups are, and you would effectively be led to where first would be the guild gathers, or at least those who are less reputable, kind of like a mess hall in a way. And stretching out from there would be the prison cells themselves. You would want to go eastward immediately inside there if you're going towards the cells. The number of cells down there are around about 20. But with the 20 cells being there, two of those main rooms are torture rooms, last you know. The other ones that if you go westward would be more of the mercenaries. And then northward would be going into more of the canals of the city and the pipeworks where they've blocked off or hidden it. And then southward would be out towards more or less the landmass of Still Tide and Arrow Pond, where some of their vehicles would be brought in and out. But he's never gone out through the section for Arrow Pond, as he has never had enough money for a vehicle.
I assume you already left Still Tide a long time ago.
No, I'm still there.
Yes. I'm kind of surprised they haven't caught you again.
Oh, they approached me like, wondering why I was back. I've been doing a few jobs here and there.
Oh. Well, I guess it's your life. I can't really judge you for it.
Job was done. Came back, reported it, so got paid for that part.
Yeah, that is true. He was literally hired to do that, and it did end up happening.
Not too worried or peeved that, I kind of dipped out in that situation, but more or less just doing that and keeping up the stretch of a job, and Judith has not made any requests of me, so
Well, Judith is dead. I assume you mean Vina.
that's it. I've read Judith as just being typed.
Yeah, I know. It's just. Yeah,
I
it's
took
just a
over your
fun-
brain.
I did.
Let's go get.
Let's go gambling. Ah!
I will erase the dream and bring forth the casino.
Either way, if you're going through the warehouse part, I would definitely recommend killing everyone in the warehouse. That sounds a bit much, but if you're trying to jump down the hole right away, they'll probably just open up whatever the hell's in the container and pour it on you. It's kind of been leftover mix from whoever bought it, and I'm kind of terrified of whatever the fuck it could do since it's been rotten in there for some time.
They left the mixer full this whole time?
Well, no, the mixer isn't full. The vat that pours the chemical in is full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 500 kiloliters of bleach.
I assume you already gave me pretty good directions to where the warehouse is.
Yes, it is definitely on the south end of Stiltide, very close to the wall, and especially for the fact that in a couple stretches it would reach out towards Arrow Pond or exit the city entirely. Basically close and press up to the south wall. Especially for where that encroaches, you would know that it's probably one of the most seedy sections of town, and a lot of people disappear there, and you kind of get a sense of and realization of why they disappear now.
Yeah.
Like a good mercenary. Also, you'll go to the casino.
I assume you haven't been kidnapping people recently.
Yeah, somebody's been paying big for disappearing people. At least that's what I've heard. I've turned down those jobs because people who do the disappearing sometimes disappear themselves, and not exactly a fan of seeing the box again.
Or is that one of the torture rooms?
No. That's the thing I've told you about Vina keeps close to her chest.
Oh, I remember you mentioned that before, yes.
Oh, was it like the shrine to?
It was a cursed ass Ilmarrow or like Pale Knight box that they said don't look at it,
Oh yeah, that yeah.
which
Yeah,
makes you think
kill
it's
anybody
Pale
that looks
Knight.
at it. The box has a rare pattern on it that degrades when eyes view it.
It's pretty textbook Pale Knight. You can't look at her without dying.
We did look at her.
In a dream.
I mean, that dream is pretty real. I got lightning burns from it.
He made something that doesn't sleep and can't be magically put to sleep.
Yeah, but that's what all the
And
veils
whatever.
and stuff are for, to obscure
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, those were forced upon her by like the universe, so no one had to fucking look at her. She that ugly.
Big.
Put some clothes on her.
Feels that vicious mockery from here.
The Pale Knight's about to climb
So-
up here.
Question.
Yes.
Yes.
How long until our proposed airship leaves? A week?
A week.
Yeah.
So we are jumping in from an airship, or we're getting smuggled
I-
in.
If
I'm
it
still
is
in a
a
dream. I
week-
can't consult with you.
Yeah. Does Bowman know a way to sneak in that isn't swimming through shark
Yeah, I
infested
was going to
waters?
get to that, but you guys were
Sorry, we should not be
wheeling and
talking.
dealing. I mean, you know, it's a fun cooperative game. I talk during other people's stuff. I can't complain. Do you know any other ways in other than the obvious through the waterways that we've experienced before?
Well, if you come in through close to Aeropond, or you grab one of the ferries over, be on one of the shores, there would be, if you got a patch, someone from Low Industries. You just show them the patch, they take you over and drop you off, and don't really ask any questions.
If you have the patch, they just let you through.
They ferry you back and forth. Couple
What does
guards
the
that.
patch look like? I can just make that. That's a good idea.
Oh, you will think about it for a moment as it will manifest. As it looks much like a beach at low tide with a bloody sword driven into the sand.
By the powers of keen mind, I now remember that perfectly.
He's too powerful.
Beautiful to see Dream being used
It
so much.
comes with the side effect of remembering every single cringe thing you've ever done.
Well, only for 30 days. The cringe disappears after 30.
Accidentally see one of your siblings naked. Fuck!
No!
Yeah, but you remember every 30 days. It never
For 30 days, you're.
That is an interesting point, is that if you remember that thing, you remember
The timer
for 30 days
resets.
to extend. Does that mean that, like, as long as I'm not knocked out for more than 30 days, I'll never be free?
You'll never be free from this hell. You've been
My
cursed
preference
with this knowledge eternally.
Well, thank you for all the help. I'll try not to cause too much trouble for your employer.
Do
I
if you like.
suppose I don't know.
Let's find another mercenary guild. I've just been laying low.
Well, assuming the whole thing blows over with Vina, you're welcome to come work for us. We are planning on doing something else after all this.
Keep my ear to the ground then, and my head low.
Anyways, good night, Ballman. You can return to your dreams then.
Night to yourself then. Definitely make myself scarce for the next few days then.
Well, man, you're cool. Don't come to the warehouse.
Don't come to the warehouse. The warehouse you're so scared of even working at that people disappear at all the time.
Don't go to the warehouse. Anyways, I will wake up.
Wake up.
Alright, he was really helpful.
No one's responding because no one is sleeping in your bed.
Well, I mean, I assume Acillia is next to me.
You're cuddled up next to each other, staring each other in the face.
Well, you know, they
Well,
had
you
to
think I'd
cast
stay with
Dream
you?
on me. I don't know.
I don't have to stick around.
Yeah, that could have taken-
you, and then I just leave.
That could have taken hours real time for you to have that conversation in the dream.
Surely Dream isn't that slow.
Well, it lost.
I mean,
8
it's a
hours.
dream. Yeah.
A dream must be pretty quick. I mean, he did catch all those kids.
Damn.
He's world record speedrunner.
Any percent dream, Ren?
Any percent child capture.
Well, confident in the power of my memory, I just decided to go to sleep for the night. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll remember it all.
I'll remember the word.
Wakes up and is like, so sorry, I had a dream I was playing Mario Kart. Oh wait, never mind.
Fuck.
What happened in that dream? Bowman was Mario.
Oh, man.
Oh man. Alright, so
Oh my god, Socket's actually gonna take the Crown of Lies, that meme that I talked about. I'm hype.
Yeah, it is the funniest, but also the most obvious solution. We can disguise everybody but Socket. If only we had a magic item
Oh
where
yeah.
Socket could look at you and be like, "I look like a normal man," and they're like, "Yes, you do."
I am normal.
It's not
Actually,
even
just
that.
disguise you.
It's not even
Yeah,
a
it's good.
disguise. You literally become that person, like, through and through.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you
like it would
are a
actually
regular
just
human
transform
man.
you into someone else.
It's not just a disguised self, it is way better. Like, they can poke you and you are really that.
Nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is an
you can
artifact.
you can become Ven, and you get Ven's movement speeds.
See, you don't need Thassus to train you.
What attributes do you assume of the thing that you're turning into? Just their movement?
Their move speed.
Turns
It's
into
like
a
when you
centaur.
turn into a when you turn into a heavy as a TF2 spine, everyone's like, that heavy's really fast.
Okay, what the fuck's up with that?
What do you mean? The spy inherits the heavy's crappy move speed.
I don't think it does. Right?
No, they
Yeah, it
don't.
does.
It's like if you
They
see a scout
100%.
moving really fucking slow, and you're like, that man's
Yeah.
a spy.
When you just got listen, I played a lot of Spy. I know it slows you down. I will not be gaslit by people that do not play like hundreds of hours of Spy.
I assume
else
the
can
crown
Google?
is attunement, but yeah, if that's the best solution, I will take it. Do you want to trade for my mantle of spell resist in the meantime?
I'm already
But-
resistant to spells, but thanks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Roba
then
the
we'll-
Archmage.
Socket came back with a new cloak.
Yeah, Azur came back with the nicest robe ever. I assume it's similar to Celia's robe.
Okay.
Except yours
I-
one says
I-
evil on it.
I have determined now from looking at this, I have finally figured out where my 5th level spell mislead came from.
Where did it come from?
It was the major beneficial property I rolled on the Crown of Lies.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah. Can I have the handout for the Crown of Lies then?
Don't you have to re-roll the property if
I do.
someone else attunes to it?
Oh my
You
god, really?
become Giga Stinky. No one like you.
Yeah.
Stinky.
What if I unattune and reattune? Can I roll it until I get a good one?
No,
all
it's
night?
bound to
it's
your
like
soul
one
forever
per-
on that.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
bind on
Foul.
it.
Disgusting.
No, there are some effects that are like, whenever someone attunes to this item, this happens. Are you sure
Yeah.
it's re-rolled every time?
I think it's dependent on the person.
Dependent on the person.
Bind on equip.
Alright, let's see.
Google won't tell me about spy.
Crown of Lies. Oh shit! It's like It's like a whole thing.
It's a huge thing.
Random properties.
Master Scout.
Where the fuck are my random properties? Types of treasure, random treasure, magic
Artifacts.
items, epic boons.
What's the
Season
AOE
artifacts.
invisible item? for?
Alrighty, minor.
That's the
Okay.
disappearance?
Do I get to roll these, or are you gonna roll these?
Just make sure. No, that's a 2014. We need the updated set. Hold on.
I'm in the new one.
Yeah, there you go.
Artifacts.
Dust of Disappearance is on.
Yeah, so I have this here. So it's minor, one major of beneficial, one minor detrimental. One, a two, a three. Okay, 24 to 19. 24. While attuned to the artifact, you have immunity to the poison condition. I had that already. 2. While attuned to the artifact, a bit of your ability scores of the DM's choice increases by 2. Up to 24.
That's solid.
Do not give him strength.
Hey,
Do
hold
not
on,
give him
wait, I
strength.
might keep this. Just kidding. 19. Negative. While attuned to the artifact, you have vulnerability to poison damage. Does that, what
Nice.
happens to my poison resistance? Is it gone, or is it negated to normal? Am I normal on poison now?
Hmm.
I mean, yeah,
Does this thing give
legendary
me
magic
human?
item
If this magic
totally have
item
the
gives
powers.
me human blood, that makes me
Mhm.
like it. Like
You're
that's
immune
the
to the
thing. If
poison
I
condition, but poison damage still does double damage.
Yeah. No, but he's
so
saying he already has
my
resistance.
resistance to the damage is gone
Yes.
while attuned to
While
this.
it's into this.
Yuck.
Roll for the stat it increases, or
Yeah, or are you
Effectively,
gonna
if you have
decide?
vulnerability- If you have vulnerability and resistance, that means
Hmm.
Okay,
you're taking all
it
that
is
damage.
the same in the 2024 edition. An artifact's properties typically change every time the artifact appears in the world, not when it's reattuned.
Oh.
Ah.
Well,
So
is
if you
this
were
an
to say,
artifact or is this? Oh, this is an
Artifact.
artifact. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely an
so
artifact.
say if you were to destroy the fucking like book of everything that is good, then it like respawns in 100 years and would have different properties. Not every time you assume.
Alright, so yeah, no, then the ones that Rozzy would
All right. So can I have the ones that you rolled, Ruzzy? Damn, that stat increase was gonna go hard though.
It
Well, we
sounded
go to
really
charisma, it's
silly
the
that we
crown
could
of
just pass
lies.
it around until it got like things we wanted. I was like, surely that's not how it works.
Well, I would have assumed that the properties were for that individual person. Like, you give it to
Yeah,
Socket,
then you
he
like
has these
everyone has a
properties.
turn of tuning it, and we go, alright, it's got the best stats when you wear it, so you have it.
We've never
That's dumb.
metagamed that hard.
That's pretty tough.
Like,
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
insane metagaming.
well, that is true. Because yeah, we ruled that your boy Ness's sword was gonna stay like that forever, and we were like, holy shit, Bird just made the best sword in reality.
Truly a master sword.
Truly.
All right. Well, I will unattune to my fucking saving throw. Fucking spell grasp thing and attune to this for now.
The mental. Oh.
Now the big question is, who's Sokka gonna turn into?
Ballman.
No. It has to be somebody that none of them know.
Misumbaji votes for Misumbaji.
Balms.
It turns into socket.
Should we buy a bunch of dust of disappearance?
It's probably a good idea, yeah. Anyways, I
Good
talked to
morning.
Ballman. I know where we're going. I know what it looks like. I know where the secret entrance is. I also know that if we try to run past everybody, they'll dump some kind of strange alchemy monster on top of us.
Oh,
We
cool.
need to kill everybody, okay.
Probably yes.
Something else I thought of that's sort of just a pipe dream and probably won't happen. There was that dwarf dragon slayer guy who almost got killed in the crash. He might want to help kill Vina.
That is a good point. He might.
But also, like, we're trying to keep a low profile. We can't just like show up at his house and be like, "Hey, there's a mission. I'm in."
I think if we've
But,
got the time for it and we need more friends, then that's a good one to turn to.
Additionally, he did tell me an easy way for us to actually sneak in that doesn't involve us having to flash our identification. So, you know how Low Tide Industries has such major pull? If we just have me manufacture badges for us from them, we can just flash them and they'll just let us in without even searching us.
Maybe we don't need to swim.
And we're probably, what, a small crowd of hundreds of mercenaries that are constantly coming and going. They won't care.
I still think it can't hurt to be disguised.
Well, no, we can be disguised too.
Dye my hair black.
I don't even know if I want to dye my hair. I like it.
Just
I guess it's kind of poor disguise. What are you doing to that pig? Oh, he has the jar.
He's been jarred.
Oh my god. it's Alexander.
He's gonna solo her.
Great work. What's everyone doing for a week?
Family.
I'm finishing my training. It
Tune
has
in.
1 week left on it.
Oh, what are you training?
My fucking armor that I'm not even gonna wear.
You might decide to later, though, so it's fine.
But
True.
yeah, but I'm 1 week away from finishing it, so I might as well.
Okay, first of all, God, can I get a single day of driving training from somebody?
Yes.
Yeah. I got you, dog.
I only need
Everyone
one
who
more day,
tries
then
to
I'm
teach
done.
you, I kill them.
Do laps around Dimspire and dodge all the knives that it shoots at you.
Awesome.
Because then I'll be done driving, then I can just spend the rest of the time making new badges.
Driving complete.
Because I mean, I saw them. I can just fabricate them.
We'll do a week of stealth training. Anybody want to do that for me?
What's the
I can teach
requirement?
you.
Too stealthy.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
That's his,
Hell yeah,
that's
my man.
his, master robe.
I don't know how many days you need to train a feat to get it.
So I don't know how quiet you're gonna be with
60.
dwarven boots on.
60.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the elven
Speaking
one.
of training, fastest.
Training lord.
It's time to teach mobile.
Oh, I asked him first. It's mine.
no, no, I can
Wait,
teach
he
you
teaches-
mobile.
the way he
Wembley
teaches
and I's
mobile-
training is we both chase fastest all day, demanding he train us.
that means but you both train mobile accidentally.
He's like the master from Kung Fu Panda. He's like training you without you realizing it.
I thought I was just eating food. No, you don't.
Clean defense, wax the
No,
color.
you were already a martial arts master. You are just too stupid to see it.
I trained
How
you
much for
wrong.
dust
That's a
of
funny joke.
disappearance? Joshua.
A dust of disappearance.
It is on the common.
I
What
like how
article?
many pellets.
I could be the first to push the common for.
It's single charge.
Oh.
100 gold for a dust of disappearance.
Consumable.
I'll buy one. You might want more than one, but I'll buy one.
Also, shout out to Dust of Disappearance, saving Klexic. Kidding.
So do we pass the night
Sure.
and then we can discuss the plan with Azur, who could tell us everything Ballman said? Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
that already happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
Yeah,
much.
I thought we'd already
It's
fast
just
forward
more-
to the next day because nobody else is doing anything else in their sleep.
I apologize.
Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth and silly
It's
shenanigans.
morning. It is morning. Azor did
So-
just tell us all of that in character.
Yes.
Better plan than waiting a week is we should leave now because it'll take between less than a week and a week to get to Stilltide with bad weather, which still gives us a better chance to. We could still jump in the water even if we drive there, but if we boat there, we only have the option to swim.
What?
Well,
What?
Ballman did suggest us going down to Aeropon and taking a ferry in. That was the
Mhm.
part that he suggested using the badge for because they wouldn't check.
Right.
It's like twice as far.
Well, or then
How long is this bridge? Is it actually 100 miles?
Yes.
You're joking.
No.
Yeah, are we just gonna leave our car on the bridge?
yeah, that's the problem is that they know what car we're driving.
Yeah.
If we'd have to bury it in the sand, or we would just give away that we were here.
I'm sure that this is actually a crossing. This is the narrowest part of water in the entire world.
Well, if we drive up to it and we remove the oxen from their yoke and we take the wheels and put them inside the wagon, we could probably float it across if the river is shallow.
Yeah, that's still 200 miles. Of
Azur has
bucking
gotten
on this
dysentery and
terrain that
died.
is
No!
four cars.
We had the big
I
ship
deserve it.
armor.
I, as much as I think driving and making our way now makes more sense, I think it makes less sense. Our car would have to be left somewhere, on the ridge, or take twice as long, or drive on this terrain that it's not.
As
designed
opposed to
for.
leaving the car here?
Yeah, leave the car here. We'll be back. Is there
Travel
some-
out
she
of
has a
Still
way to
Tide
get
if we
back?
don't bring the car is going to suck. Oh, right, teleport. Never mind. I retract my former statement.
You seem to be forgetting that I'm installing a teleportation circle upstairs, and we can just teleport back when we're done.
Sake was gone all day. His excuse is he didn't know. My excuse is I'm dumb.
Except-
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
What am I gonna train now?
I marked down a day of mobile training.
How
7.
many years does it take to gain 1 constitution?
Oh my god.
2.
300.
Land vehicle proficiency gained.
Well, is it
Train-
Oh my
possible
God.
to train an attribute point?
Train
Is
any
Azur's-
feat that gives you +1 con.
Ah. To be
Oh.
fair,
This
my
is
con
2024 edition. Every feat gives you stats.
My long battle to learn how to drive cars is complete.
Fighting initiate does not give stats.
I'm still a worse driver than you, but you know, I'm glad I have it.
Can I
Yeah,
start
your
trying
final
to
exam
fly
is you
to a
have
tree?
to like drive the car and parallel park it, and Saki is sitting in the co-pilot seat, arms crossed the entire time.
That's worse
my
than my
God.
driving test here in America.
Look,
I'd have to
Josh,
do
the
any parallel
druid.
parking.
You didn't have to parallel park.
A druid?
They
Nope.
they objected to the car that I was gonna use
Oh,
because it had a
okay.
center console.
I did it in a Prius.
That's crazy.
I basically drove around in a circle and came back, and they're like, "Yep, here's your license."
Even I had to demonstrate parallel parking, and I was like, motherfucker, I live 2 hours away from the city. I'm never gonna have to parallel park in my life.
I would sooner illegally park on top of you than learn
I
how
don't need a cat. Oh,
to.
we're back.
Parallel parking was designed by people that don't like living.
So we're
I
taking
agree.
an airship, right?
All right,
Yep.
airship it
Now
is.
now that we've sorted out the whole getting back thing with Socket.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Additionally, that does mean that we can pretty easily leave once we manage to get everybody that we're looking for, or we could just send them back to the house, and then we could continue on.
Yeah, we send everyone back to the house, and then we go kill Vina.
Meaning that, you know, we don't have to escort them out of the city or worry about them getting hurt.
Oh my god. Wembley's 2 children and Darthran can be our 3 workers.
perfect.
You know, I hate to suggest this because I really don't want to talk to her again, but I could ask the Pale Knight if we're actually strong enough to take on Vina.
I feel like her answer is going to be amusing to watch.
We'll find
That
out.
is a possibility.
I don't put a
You
lot
don't
of
want
stock in the
shit
answer
from
you'll
her.
get, but I guess I'll take a query.
It pays to be prepared, but also we can't always know that someone's stronger than us or not.
We never
Wait,
asked that question before when we
Wembley,
did something stupid.
Can you just
Huh?
look at her for 1 minute, Wembley?
Yeah? Why?
When we scratching his chin, like, yeah,
I
she's
can't-
pretty
ca-
attractive. I might be able
I
to take
cast
her.
my
in a
illusion to
fight."
make a illusion of Vina. But what are her stats when?
Well, she's just standing there. I'm not really getting any insight into how she acts.
I cast minor illusion on top of Ben's minor illusion to give her a gun. How threatened do you feel now?
Okay, we're worried about firearms. When we
Give
face
her a gun.
Draw her with a loving family and a firearm.
What the fuck is
For her
second
getting an
chance?
education.
What is what?
Second chance is a
It's
feat
like
that's been
first
in the game
chance, but
since
after.
Xanathar's, but I've never seen this before.
Oh.
Species feat. Okay, that makes sense. What's
Isn't it the
species?
thing Wembley has?
Halfling.
Yeah,
Blech.
Harflin.
Is there a feat that I've not looked at?
When a
Pete-
creature
Pete mentioned?
you see hits with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to force that creature to reroll.
Oh.
You can't use it again until you roll for initiative again.
Oh.
Yeah. You can just choose to make someone maybe miss once per combat.
Ah.
It's a whole fate though, so it's pretty ass.
But
You
also,
can
this
basically-
is
It gives +1 to a physical stat.
Mm.
that's true.
Or you
Is
can take
this-
lucky and just take the hit.
Yeah. Is this compatible with 2024?
I'm pretty sure
His
everything that doesn't have a
legacy.
modern equivalent is technically compatible.
Yeah.
Like if there's a new version,
Yeah,
you're supposed
anything
to
that
use
hasn't
it,
been
but
updated.
otherwise,
Okay.
otherwise it's
I'll think about
assumed
it.
to be living as is.
I'm
Alright.
trying to decide whether I want to go see Riley in the whole week that we're here. I want to ask about golems, but also she's really annoying.
I'm trying to decide if there's any other questions I want to ask the Pale Knight while I have this spell going. I get 5.
Do these pants make my butt look big?
Are you pooping?
Are you pooping?
Oscar
Who would
really,
win in a
really
fight, Chuck
complicated math
Norris or
question.
Chuck Norris?
That's an anomaly. Like, you're gonna break her system. She can't answer truthfully.
It's a paradox.
You
You know?
can't win or lose.
Well, the correct answer is that they both don't fight because they don't want to fight. They fight everybody else instead.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker.
Also, so what did the Still Tide Industries? Was it like an armband? Was it like just a badge, like our citizenship badges?
Like a shield badge with the image
Oh,
inside.
okay. I will spend my spell slots during our intervening week just fabricating the exact same thing for everybody.
Huh?
Because that's easy enough. If it's like that's so easy. I have smithing full proficiency. I can just stamp that out.
Seven days of training mobile, and I'll go to the temple every day.
Alright. Mark all that down. Wembley, you can get your stealth training as well, because the asses can pull a double shift.
It's alright. I have 17 days left. I don't want to try and it's not going to get done.
What are you training? Please stop. Never mind.
See, halflings have this cool thing where they can attempt to hide behind a medium creature. So I thought that might be fun to do, but also, I have no dexterity. My stealth is bad,
Hey,
but
Wembley,
proficiency might help. Yep.
our neighbor is really hot, by the way.
Oh no, she's been heating up the place. Even
Okay.
our house is getting...
I pat him on the back. Good luck.
What were you saying?
He's a female. I know you can't
She's not
resist.
married. That's not his type.
Yeah, I didn't see a ring on her finger, so,
Yeah, there's no challenge there.
No ring. No, what are we doing?
I believe
What are you
we're
doing- what are you doing
assessing
for a
what we're
week?
doing for the week.
Yeah. Would you have any questions for the Pale Knight to add to Acilier's community?
I threw mine on there.
Alright,
Yeah, I get to
Josh,
ask
we'll
5
have to
questions,
roll
but
to
right now I
seduce
have
your Riley.
2.
Yeah. What would you want to ask the Pale Knight in that?
Would you lose in a fight to Ballman?
Of course.
Everyone would.
Can you help me with this round of Goblin Bet? Who wins? Silver Dragon or
Silver Dragon.
Hey, I'm going to the casino. What should I pick?
I love the idea for
Should I put my
dragon.
life savings on a living? Like that
Okay.
dream told me.
Can you ask her if she's friends with Ilmaru?
No,
For some reason, I feel like they're like connected in some way, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're both like evil old women.
Evil women.
Evil women.
Women.
Oh, so have we figured out how we're getting into Stilton?
Yes.
Yes, we've currently landed on the logistics of we're taking an airship over, jumping off the edge, getting onto a freighter, and then going and using fake Still-Tide Industries badges that means they won't check us at all. Then we're going into the warehouse, into the basement, second story basement to get them. I have the directions and everything.
Second story basement.
How's it on the second
Elaborate
story and the
artist.
basement?
What? I'm quoting Metal Gear. Come on.
It's the basement from the second story.
If you were quoting Metal Gear like a true fan, you would have told us that we killed a child.
You
And
told
that right
us.
there is what we're the best.
You say.
Killed a child.
You
Alright,
can't
thanks,
say.
Ryan.
I love the fucking Duran gaslight.
It's the single greatest gaslight of our generation.
It's definitely in the game.
Yeah, could you went 6 years forward in time to get the song for his game? Bro, I saw literally earlier today a fucking YouTube video and it's it's that fucking song, but it's listed as being on the fucking original soundtrack for Metal Gear Solid 5.
Is that so?
That video, Duran added it to the official playlist for their album.
Duran is awesome.
Like they're just in on it now.
Based.
Oh my god. Alright.
Alright, I was
Except for
gonna
my
post
one day of
that
driving
cringe.
training,
There are a lot
I
of
make
memes I could share.
I make the
about that.
badges for everybody. How many badges could I make in a day? Oh, I can make almost all of our badges in just one day. It's not even.
Alright, I've really only got like 3 questions, but fuck it, I went in with 3 last time. I cast contact other plane.
Woo!
Josh loves it when I do this because
It says it's headed for the
Yay.
towers.
Yeah.
Yes, you
No!
follow.
Stop it! It's headed for the casino in the tower.
Casino tower time.
The Pale Knight shows up. Let's go to the casino.
No! No!
Drag us into the dream realm to the demon casino. Let's go gambling.
Come on in.
My life savings on black. Red. No!
Let's bring him.
I was saying black in French.
Noir. No,
Noir.
I was saying black in Spanish. Ni.
Oh, he said it. Cancel him.
Nice car.
Nice.
Oh, this is a nice
Nice
place.
casino.
As you reach out once again today, this time instead of the vehicle trudging through the soup and bodies, you feel your legs slowly sink into the tapestry of flesh and the gore beneath. Once again, the light fading out as you were brought before her. Small, soft, playing smile behind the veil as it wisps through the air. Her feet not even touching the ground still. Oh no, those are all corpses. As she smiles down at you, it's like, what might you ask now, my creation?
There's just a couple of things I need to know. If we were to confront Vina in our current state, would we have a good chance of coming out alive?
Hmm. If you were to catch her alone, I would say easily. I've seen you work quickly. There's still caution should be approached with her.
I think we're both well aware that she is unlikely to be alone. How are our chances with some of her lackeys around?
Low but not impossible. Especially not without the furnace at your side. And the many ants that are gathering at the doorway already. Your friends will know.
Do you have deals with anyone else I know?
Many. Vina is one. And of course, that I feel doesn't concern you very much at the moment. Unless you are seeking to garner more favor than her.
What kind of relationship do you have with the one known as Ilmarrow?
Hmm.
I'm her dentist.
She pays tribute. Keeps her people alive, barely. She kind of raises up one hand, and you see the flesh manipulate them. Still fresh, bleeding, gore dripping as if it's never aged or rotted or become fetid. It smells heavily of metal. I give our people sustenance and tribute. The forgotten empire that sits beneath. She seeks to escape me.
Couldn't imagine why.
Oh, a couple 100 years of service isn't enough for an elf. Blink of an eye to men.
I wouldn't know. I've only been awake a few months.
You may come to know. You may not. I see what you carry with you. Looking to pull your threads loose.
I would like to be the people I once was.
Perhaps in due time you'll see if you're worthy of that. Or you'll crumble like one of the other puppets on a string. Broken before figuring it out and standing on your own.
Whether or not I'm worthy isn't really a matter for that. It's whether or not they are.
Awful that such sympathy has grown in you. I can't wait to see where it leads you.
Are we done here?
You may make use of it or not. I would be curious to see what you use it on. You can go. As she lifts up her hands and what looks like one solitary, pristine white thread has been pulled from her veil. There's a soft flick from her hand, not a single sound mustered from it. As it goes towards you, but then the thread flits downward towards the soul stitcher. As that binds to it, your vision fades to dark again. The bodies and the tapestries of blood and wonderful gold slowly fade away. And you find yourself re-emerging back into the waking world.
The creepy mood.
Alright. She says we have a chance against Vina.
And they are to be believed?
Well, she was sort
Hang
of
on.
cryptic about it.
First of all, am I even a part of this conversation, or is this your midnight willy-nilly little cuddle conversation with fucking Azure?
I thought that's past.
Oh,
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that never even happened. Like, I cast
Yeah, that was
dream on Azura,
me
and
waking
then I
up and
went
trying
back
to
my
talk.
room.
no one said that you couldn't do that again. It's not gay to sleep with the homies
That's true.
consensually.
Cuddle is essential.
This is
Homosexual.
the following day when we were discussing our plans.
The next time you cast dream on me, you're gonna come into my head and it's gonna be like casino.
We're gonna be sitting with Big the cat at a casino table betting high.
Hear a bunch of maracas
As a big
start
Lucky
playing.
Charm cat that fucking like knocks you into the casino on its big hand.
No, I'm talking about the purple cat, you know, from Sonic, the really big one.
Oh no,
Yeah, big
Big the
snake.
Like
cat.
that.
The
That's
fishing
the
guy.
bouncer. He keeps you in.
No, he's here to gamble with you. He's bet his frog.
Yeah,
No, he
Froggy.
can't bet his frog. His frog has a Chaos Emerald in it.
that's why he
That's
bet.
why it's worth so much.
Froggy.
Froggy worth 2 million.
She said something about the furnace and like a swarm of ants or something.
Ants, furnace, great. Sounds like your patrons lost their fucking mind.
Who's the swarm of ants?
I don't know. The furnace at my side, I assume, is socket.
So,
But the ants at the door, I'm not so sure about.
I just got back. We're talking about me.
Would it be Wembley because he's tiny?
Me
that
and Wembley
big?
could be ants,
Yeah. See, it's the same thought that I had.
but we're not at her door. I mean, Wembley's at her door due to almost dying of old age. But
The ants could have been not referring to any of us.
They dead real soon.
And as for Ilmarrow, apparently she pays tribute to prolong her and her subjects' lives. But she is also trying to find a way to separate herself from the contract. So I think she did something to the Soul Stitcher. If you could take a look at that, Azure.
Now it's the Soul Switcher, and it's gonna Freaky Friday you.
Oh
That
no.
sounds bad.
Sure.
Wembley's like, it's my turn to be a married woman.
Seduce me.
Seduce me.
Becomes a married woman, unable to ever leave the house again.
Bound to the
Spends
house
all-
like an evil
Spends
spirit.
all day gooning. And just can't go out.
What was it like being a woman today? Wembley as a woman walks out, gaunt, dehydrated. I need water.
I need fluids.
Is there water ganassi around here?
He's only
Hydrate.
freed when the husband gets fed up and divorces him. Then he becomes single and he's like, I have to get out of this body.
Help her!
No, this is hell.
Meanwhile,
Not
Celia
married.
is like on the other side of the world with the Soul Stitcher.
Anyways, I identify the Soul Stitcher again.
Alright. As you take the time to look over this curious article, especially for the threads that were the Soul Stitcher. It's your dad. It's never seen again.
Oh,
Why would you do that to me, bro?
got him.
You went to the fucking decapitation.
It's your dad.
What, Dad?
What the? You feel the thrum of what seems to be a divine thread woven through this stitcher. Much like how you've seen the crown and its power of being an artifact. The Soul Stitcher itself is imbued with the thread of night. Pure white thread.
Got some smileys.
Here's a drink.
Oh, thanks.
It has the power to bring any person, if they are willing, desires to the surface of what they wish to be, as well as the ability to misshape it and show what horrific ugliness could be there within. It does have the call of what seems to be the Forgotten Halls. If one of these threads are woven into a target after they've died within 24 hours, you can call a random fiend from the abyss.
A random fiend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so random.
Oh, back fiend.
Well, so it seems to have gained two new things. The first one, it seems to be able to reshape you or somebody else in rather horrific ways. Kind of hard to tell exactly how it works, just looking at the bits of magic on it. I guess that's voluntary? Yeah, it's voluntary. The other part, though, you can stitch it in the thread into dead people to summon a fiend from the abyss.
Oh, great.
So theoretically, I think she only improved it.
As
I
long
can't
as
say
it
for
can
certain,
still do
though.
what it was made for.
It is divine magic. I can't really, understand it perfectly. I'll hand it back to you.
True, that does give me an idea. While we're in Stilltide, we can go visit that cat again. Maybe she's figured out more of the notes by now and might actually have an idea of how to undo me.
I think they kidnapped her. I mean, she does own a public business that was publicly associated with us. She's not terribly good at fighting.
I suppose we'll find out when we get back.
God, it is late. I would like to sleep.
That's fair. Also, Rosie,
Yes.
there is one other thing that I would need you to do.
Okay.
There. I would need you to roll me 2 D100s for the first one, another D100 for the third one, as well as D100 for the fourth. As this dagger has 2 minor, a major, and a detriment.
Hang on. How many D100s total?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You said 2 minor?
For the 2 minor beneficials in the first one, yes.
50. While attuned to this artifact, you have resistance against 1 damage type of the DM's choice. 64 is also a minor beneficial. While attuned to this artifact, you can use an action to cast 1 first level spell chosen by the DM. After you cast a spell, roll a d6 on a 1 to 5. You can't cast it again until the next dawn.
Oh.
What's the next one? The 39?
39 for a major beneficial.
Major. When you hit with a weapon attack while attuned to the artifact, the target takes an extra 1d6 of the weapon's damage type.
You are resistant to anaphylactic
And a
damage.
detrimental, minor or major?
Major.
Major. 2. While you are attuned to the artifact, your body rots over the course of 4 days, after which the rotting stops. You lose your hair by the end of day 1, fingertips and toe tips by the end of day 2, lips and nose by the end of day 3, and ears by the end of day 4. A regenerate spell can restore lost body parts.
Give it the socket. His faceplate starts rotting away. Ah!
Yeah,
Such
summary.
disintegrating.
Makes you a nasty. That is not enough text for what happens.
Damn, is this what the Stole Stitcher does now?
I'm not writing all of that shit down.
I got you.
Makes you a nasty zombie man. That's all you need.
I think we should give that to Wembley so that he can stop communing with wives.
Yeah, his peanuts will fall off.
His
No.
penis.
I need
His peanuts.
that.
Josh, I'd like to have my reliquary begin crafting fucking the magic ointment that I'm not gonna pronounce.
Eagleman's ointment.
Rowlotham's women?
Ointment of the finger.
Keegamak.
Keatum. It's very easy. It's
Ke-
Keatum.
No, there's a GH in there that I don't
Yeah.
like. It's
Truly,
looking
they
at
are
me
not
sideways. Yeah, that.
Vergoitom.
Oh. Bong Bing chillin'.
Aegh is Keat. Keatum.
Bing chillin'.
Please make the damage resist just be fall damage.
Oh, make it bludgeoning.
Damage type fall.
Rosie can be a barbarian too.
Falling for you.
There are
Resist the
barbarians
attack.
and then there are punks.
They're pussies.
I gotta come up with fucking what socket looks like. This has been vexing me this entire time.
Your
Looks like
picture
a
is not
big-
indicative.
No, you motherfucker. When I put on the crown of lies and become a human man to pass through,
John,
You look exactly the same,
Well,
but you're
no,
just
we
wearing
don't-
armor.
I'm gonna
You
do the
don't need to
Animorphs
pass through
thing where I
secret.
make a combo of
Okay.
of all the rest of you into one person.
That's awful.
Yeah, sure,
You're
that
gonna
sounds
DNA
good.
burp us all.
Looking
Yeah.
Remember when they made Bender human?
No.
I hate that.
Trauma?
when well, actually no, that's 20. Yeah, that's the 2024.
Anyways, if we are done for you, we're going to go to bed.
Why is
Yeah,
he
the
The
Very
major
nice.
the major
Oh,
detrimental on
yeah.
the 2024
Prospect.
set would be this for rolling a 2.
Was I in
Good
the
night, everybody.
wrong one?
That's so much worse, Josh.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, what the fuck? Was I in the wrong? Oh, I'm in 2014. I'm so sorry. I fucked up.
Oh, so that D6
Yeah,
is
I was a little skeptical when you said the thing about the spell being able to recharge, because they took that out of the 2024
Yeah.
version.
so the damage resist is necrotic. The first level spell, so the artifact must.
Are those things still the same?
Let's see. On a
No,
cast a level
they're
1
different.
spell on a 1d6, you could on a roll of 1 through 5, you can't cast a spell until the next on. That's still there for the minor beneficial. Major beneficial 39. When you hit with an attack, it's an extra 1d6 force damage. And
Force instead of weapon type.
and then the major detrimental was the it wipes your attunement to everything else.
That's
I think you're
harsh.
This
Fucking
is dog
stencil
shit.
Joker ass.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Your major positive buff should just be that you always know the location of the nearest casino. And your minor detriment is that you just cannot win jackpots.
No.
So I do love the ears, eyes, and things falling off. That's fucking hilarious.
That's just a
What do you
side
mean,
part.
Ben? It was already dog shit.
Yeah, but you're a zombie. It fucking doesn't affect you in any
Thank
way.
you very much for running, Josh.
You're already a nasty zombie man.
And also playing the
Tons of
game
fun.
with us.
Love shopping.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I look
coming-
forward to
continuing
everything
to run the
happening
game for
at
4
Still
hours.
Tide and one big cacophonous fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, next week is gonna
I
be
still
like
have
6
all of
hours
those
us
body parts
killing,
that I could
killing
lose.
dwarves. You can just sew them back on, bro. You
Stitch them
literally
back
gotta
on. Listen,
Don't
at the
do
same
that's how it
time,
works.
I love the fact that both of these are so fucking horribly bad that it still fits the Pale Knight
That's
being...
because you rolled a 2.
Yeah, the Pale Knight being mega cunt.
Mm.
What is 1? Is that even worse?
And
No, it's the
that's
same.
1 through 9. So if to
Oh.
put it into even worse perspectives, if you rolled a 97 to 100 while attuned to this artifact, you can't spend hit point dice or regain hit points.
Eey,
Yikes.
that's unusable.
No, that's better than this, honestly.
Like,
Just
the major
unattuned when
detrimentals
you
are
go to
still
sleep.
really fucking bad.
I think the
Hmm.
best possible major detrimental is to
Get it out.
get the one that it's
Yeah.
imprisoning a death slot, and there's a 10% chance it breaks out whenever you attune to the item.
My favorite as an evil DM is while attuned to this artifact, you have vulnerability to all damage.
Glass cannon build.
Yikes.
Just because, you know,
That's for the
10%,
rogue.
only a 10% chance it actually does anything bad, as long as you don't keep reattuning to the damn thing.
It's
You
true.
have
I
to
hate
be
that
a
jig.
fucking bear totem barbarian to use something that gives you vulnerability to all damage.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
fucked up.
Yeah, you'd have to be
especially
nuts
at, like,
to try and get all
At this
damage
point in the game,
resistance.
if the death slot escapes, we kill it, and then there's no detrimental property at all.
Yeah. The funniest is the fact that an Empyrean just shows up, like, if you use it, and it's just like, yo,
I
give
like
me
that
that
one.
shit. What are you doing?
Listen here, you piece of shit.
He's
Out
like,
of all the
Gosh.
cursed artifacts, though, I will
No.
definitely say, the one that Jester was trying to use with the sword and the fucking armor from the vampire.
You
So close.
didn't even give me a chance to use them that much, bro. You like insta-killed me with the fucking powder slime.
You were gonna leave forever, so I was like, no, you're not
No,
flying
I
away as
was
an
getting-
owl. Take
I was
100
okay.
damage, actually.
I was okay until Josh was like, I'm gonna firebolt this gunpowder slime tee while I was in the center of them. That motherfucker knew what he was doing.
Listen, just
Bro,
because
I
I wanted to
can't-
make you into an immortal Death Knight with his super ice sword and powers like the Lich King.
I can't wait for Urali to do the same thing. We're gonna come back one day and our fucking mansion will be exploded. She's like, oops, I accidentally shot a gunpowder slime that I saw walking the street.
I saw her walking the street.
By the way, I would like to buy your now blank property. It definitely wasn't a power move.
I think the funniest major detrimental property to roll would have been the artifact erases the scrolls within 10 feet of itself and just nuke all of those scrolls.
Yeah, that one's real fucking cruel.
Like, I bought this scroll of
insanely bad.
teleportation. It cost me the last of my coin. Disappears in your hand. What?
I'm
You just
fucking
turn into
excited.
fucking
I'm
blank.
excited that this plan has been built up so much and it's going to snap off so good.
Yeah, I can't wait to kill like 40 dwarves next session. It's gonna be
Right?
hype.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. There's gonna be so much
Oh, and
blood.
hopefully Bonris. Yes.
I can't wait to continue to never use this.
I don't
thing.
even want to kill Bonris, but I feel like it's gotta happen.
It,
No one else.
it's
is
gotta
gonna do it.
happen. The annoying little bitch has gotta be.
I just want to beat her and be
Join me on
like,
the pig show.
good job.
Pig off.
Pig,
Pig.
off. No.
Not pig.
Yamara.
I also
Yeah.
had I had like the pot from Elden Ring sitting on his head.
Yeah.
for
I
like
saw
an
that.
hour.
Alexandros.